Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom, but who am I to bring you down? And it's only right that you should play it the way you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound. Dreams of loneliness are like a heartbeat drives you mad. Oh, the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost. Yeah, what you had and what you lost. Oh, and thunder only happens when it's raining. And players, they only love you when they're playing. And I said, hey women, yeah, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. You will know. Now here I go again. I see the crystal vision, but I keep my vision to myself. But it's only me who wants to wrap around your dream. But have you any dreams you like to sell? Dreams of loneliness are like a heartbeat drives you mad. Oh, the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost. You know what you had and what you lost. Oh, and thunder only happens when it's raining. And players, they only love you when they're playing. And I said, hey women, yeah, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. Oh, you will know. You will know. Thunder only happens when it's raining. And players, they only love you when they're playing. And I say, hey women, yeah, they will come and they will go. And when the rain washes you clean, you know. Well, you will know. Yeah, you will know. Like a heartbeat drives you mad. Like a heartbeat drives you mad. Like a heartbeat drives you mad. Drives you mad. Drives you mad.
Hell yeah. Happy Saturday, guys. Welcome to yet another episode of Nonsensical Nonsense. Hopefully you guys had a good week. Saturday, it's time to get down. As always, we open the show with a little Blacktop Mojo. If you're not already, Go check them out on all social media. Go stream the shit out of their music.
Hell yeah.
I'm Glick, as always, hanging out with Jeff. Another edition of the
Bob
Dumpster
Smith
Fire
reference.
that we call Nonsensical Nonsense. If you're not already, feel free to check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. We're all there. And if you do stop in and hang out in the chatter's box for a little bit and you like what you hear and you want to catch all the other episodes, feel free to check us out on Spotify, Anchor, Google, Apple, basically anywhere you get your podcast. Always that. So go ahead and go give us a like and go give us a follow. Let us know what you think. And make sure you give us a big old steaming, fat, greasy. I wonder how long I can get him to put this look on his face. You do know you're live on camera, right?
I know, but I'm waiting. I gotta do my own sound effects. I don't have a soundboard. I'm not cool like you.
Yeah. Go give us a thumbing. Let us know you like what you see. Let us know you like us.
I got it in there.
Yeah. That was not me singing. I wish it was me singing, Casey. But also, if you want to reach out to us, feel free to hit us with an email at
nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com. Sorry, my brother-in-law was playing Fortnite and I keep staring at the screen like an asshole.
Yeah, I was like, damn, do I have to do everything for him?
I advertised the shit out of tonight's episode.
I was just going to say, much like you advertised the shit out of the show tonight, but it was all the wrong fucking...
No, I redid it. I redid ours, the one you sent out. I did the one I sent out twice. And then I went, oh shit. Realizing what I did. Then you posted and I was like, thank God. So I blasted it everywhere. I finger blasted it everywhere.
Finger blasting, huh?
I saw I think it was an old Saturday Night Live skit or something, but it was like I saw it pop up on TikTok and I was like, this is genius. But it's like a kid snack called Finger Blast, and it's a guy sitting there next to a girl and they're like maybe 16. And he's like they look like one of them I can't remember what the fuck they're called. They look like they fit on your finger, and
bugles.
Bugles, yeah, they look like bugles, and it comes with a dipping sauce that's called Finger Blast. And it's like, play with your friends, dip with your friend, finger blast your friends. And it's like, and he goes, we can even do 2, maybe even 3. And she's like, let's stick to 2.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's like the biggest double entendre commercial for. It's obviously a skit for somewhere, but oh my gosh, I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, I think I've seen that the other day on YouTube or some shit.
Yeah, well, I think I saw it on TikTok. I at least saw a clip of it on TikTok, and then I looked it up on YouTube because I was like, what? Because I wanted to see the whole thing.
Yeah, I think I can't remember where I seen it at, but I seen it somewhere. What?
First interruption.
Yeah.
So you went to a concert, or you did security for a concert last night, right? I'm assuming it didn't look like a concert you would go to on your own.
I'm still fucking tired. But no, it was actually really cool. I used to work, as we've talked about in the past. I used to work for Abercrombie and Finch,
right?
And their home office, their headquarters, is here in New Albany. And every year, minus last year because of the pandemic, they put on a A&F challenge, which basically they raise money for their children's camps that they have throughout the world. For sick kids and stuff like that. Basically, the camps let them get out of the hospital and have a little bit of fun. And I think with all the charity and stuff that they do, I think Fran, which is the CEO, said last night that they raised $15 million for the camp this year. but every year at the headquarters they do what they call the A&F Challenge.
Okay.
And they bring in not anybody that I've ever heard of. But like last night on them,
I didn't hear anybody.
yeah,
Like you gave a list of names, and I was like, who?
Yeah, I think I heard of two of the people on the main stage. It was the '90s kids, which I heard of, but they're out of Ohio. They're out of Columbus. They're local. Well, they're not. They were local. Now they're kind of blowing up. Aloe Black, which is he sings a little bit of like R&B and funk, kind of like a Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
And I mean, his band was complete with trumpet, saxophone, the horn section and everything. He was actually really cool. He actually did like 4 or 5 Stevie Wonder songs, and then it did a cover song of I think Avicii was his name, the DJ who died a couple years ago. Super young kid. I think he OD'd, but he did a song that he did a cover of that. And then there was Saints Motel, which I'd never heard of them before. They were pretty cool, but then the main headliner was Zed, which is this DJ out of Germany. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really into that type of music.
But, like EDM, like the.
Well, he remixes songs.
Oh, okay.
So he'll take popular songs and remix them. But he was actually really fucking good. I actually really liked it.
There you go.
But yeah, unfortunately, I don't know how I landed it. I don't know what I did, but I was backstage. So I was right at the stage, and the building I was at was the building where, like the performers were in and stuff like that. Right. We couldn't let anybody back there. But it was still cool. It was fun. I got to see some people I haven't seen in about a year or more that I used to work with there. And a lot of new faces.
Oh, I'm sure.
But so it's kind of cool to go back and see everybody and see the property. It was kind of weird being back in my security shirt.
Right.
But the event all in all was really cool. But we were talking about in the pre-show about you fucking up a TikTok video and you saying, like, watch that be the one thing that
right,
that makes me go viral. Speaking of viral sensation and being viral and this, that, and the other thing, last night for a brief second, just for a minute, I was introduced to and met, not that I care, and I kind of just blew it off, but Dixie and Charlie DeMillo were there last night. So Charlie's like the most popular person on TikTok. She's got more followers than anybody.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I know who that is.
Her and her sister. She's actually got a show on Netflix or something now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
they went. Follow anybody too popular for the simple fact I'm like, fuck that person. They got more than me.
Yeah, and you're showing them. They're like, I won't follow you, like, so that'll
follow you. So yeah, out of the 10 billion followers you have, you'll have one less. Take that.
Well, it was literally like not even anything to brag about. It was just like the guy who was coordinating all the musicians and the acts and this, that, another thing. I don't know what his job was. He was running around like a lunatic.
He probably the producing it. I guess it'd be the producer of the show.
Yeah, I don't know. But at one point he was like, Zed's coming in, nobody's allowed in the building. I was like, okay. He's like, nobody. And I was like, all right. Well, he said nobody was allowed in the building, and then here come Charlie and their whole stupid. It was like their whole stupid TikTok follow. They had like 20 people on their little TikTok friends and entourage and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, you guys are gonna have to hold on a minute. I can't let you in there. And the guy was by the door and I yelled at him. I was like, hey, come here real quick. They said that they have permission to come in. And he was like, who is it? And he came out. He's like, oh, yeah, let him in. And then he was like, these are our security guys, Chris and Eric, Charlie. This is Charlie and Dixie, guys. And I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? Just kind of
like,
blew it off
like, okay. Nonsense.
Yeah. It was like, all right. I mean, I didn't really know. I didn't know who the DJ was or anything, but we talked to him for a couple minutes. He was actually, well, being the guy that I was with, thought he was only in his 20s, but turns out the dude was like 34, but he looks like a baby, man.
Oh my
but
gosh.
Him and his whole little group, they were actually really cool. They like came off stage and high-fiving us. We're like, oh yeah, we were like, hey, good show, man. It was actually
regardless of what you do on stage, when you get done, it's just like when we get done here, we're both hyped. Like, I don't know about you, but like when we're done, I don't go to bed right away. I'm up for another 4 or 5 hours watching TV, just trying to calm down from being on the podcast. So imagine it's one thing with our Chatters Box fans or whatever supporters chatting, but it's another thing when you got like a couple thousand people in front of you screaming like wild lunatics.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like I said, he was actually really cool. Every time he'd come in and out, he'd say hi to us, and then after he was done, he talked to us for a couple minutes. And we were like, "Hey, man, that was actually a really good show. Good job." And then it was just a little tiny, looked like a little German little kid, man. I was just like, then we looked him up, and the guy that I was working with, he was like, "How old do you think he is?" I was like, "I don't know, 22, 23," and he was like, "He's 32 years old, man." I was like, "Wait, what?" But he was really good. Yeah. But yeah, that was literally like my job the whole night. I just stood by that door backstage and just kind of hung out.
You weren't very far from the stage either. You sent me that video, and you were maybe 20 yards from stage.
That video that I sent you, no, the first video I think, or the pic I sent you, I think. I was only maybe 3 or 4 feet from the stage. I was right at the stage. And then when I was backstage behind the stage, I was only maybe 20 feet away from it, 30 feet away from it. Nice. If that.
Yeah. Well, that's the one nice thing about doing security. I mean, it'd be cool to do security for a good show that like you wanted to see.
Yeah.
And be that close to the stage. Just throwing out a name like Elvis shows up and he's going to do a show, and you get to do.
I mean, like I said, I didn't know any of the bands. At least I didn't think I did. But the '90s kids were pretty good. Saints Motel, they were all right. They were a fun band to watch though because they were very animated on stage, especially the drummer. The drummer was a lunatic.
Nice.
And
which is what you want in a drummer.
What's that?
That's what I want. That's what I want in a drummer, though. I don't want a drummer that's just like.
But you guys can shut that window out there.
I don't want that.
Yeah, but they were good. And then Aloe Black. I mean, I've heard a couple of his songs. I just didn't recognize his name.
You're more of a music freak than me though, because like I very rarely will go out of my comfort zone when it comes to music.
Yeah, exactly. So, but
the only reason I started liking Blackout Mojo is because they did the air in the air tonight, and I saw that on YouTube, however long it was, and most of the songs that you play, I've heard once. And then you play it, and I'm like, well, damn, these motherfuckers are pretty good. Like Wicked Woman, I didn't hear until you played it for me, and I was like, damn, all right, I'm in. And now it's one of my favorites.
Hey, we got a bot. I'll go back to the music thing here in a second. We got a bot from Toy that just said, "Want to become famous? Buy followers." Primes and viewers on bigfollows.com. There you go. I just sponsored. Hey, bigfollows.com. You owe me $1,000 for that.
Or 10,000 followers.
Yeah, no, I'll take the money and the followers.
Yeah, I'm into that. Yeah, send it.
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh, wait, I said their name twice. Now they owe us $2,000 and 20,000 followers.
Sure I get my.
But no, so yeah, right. I had actually heard a couple Aloe Black songs before, and I didn't know who he was. I just heard him in passing, and I liked him. But his type of music is also right up my alley. I like that R&B funk sound, like Stevie Wonder and whatnot. I like that. So I mean, like I was back there just grooving along and jamming along to the music, having a good time. And then when the DJ was up there, I thought it was going to be a whole bunch of like weird DJs, EDM stuff. Yeah, and it was just he remixed a bunch of popular songs, and it was like, hell yeah. And even some old songs, like he did Thunderstruck, which I'm going to see if I can find his version of Thunderstruck that he did, because it was badass. So, and of course they had the lights and the smoke and the confetti and everything else like that going off. So, I mean, it was actually, not necessarily a concert that I would go to just to, because, but I don't know any of them bands, but I was there, and I surprisingly, I really liked it. All the bands were really good, and it was a good time. The guy that I was working with was a newer guy with Abercrombie, so I didn't know him, but he was a pretty cool cat. We just sat there and bullshitted most of the night. And we're like, you hear stuff on the radio, and it was like, man, thank God we're back here. We don't have to deal with all these drunk idiots passing out and everything else. Nothing crazy happened, like fights or anything like that. But then, like, at the end of the night,
it's always best to have the cushest job there.
But then, like, at the end of the night, when they were trying to get everybody out of, because they hold it on campus at Abercrombie at headquarters, so it's right there. The campus is huge. Abercrombie campus is huge. But then at the end of the night, everybody trying to get everybody off campus and out to the parking lots, and then they were at the visitors loop doing like all the Uber stuff, and it was like, well, we can't leave until the music acts are gone, right? So we're like, we're just gonna hang back here. So we're back there, half hour, 45 minutes after the concert and everything was over, and then we walked up to the front and was like, hey, what do you want us to do? And they're like, I guess you can do building sweeps. And it was like, most of the buildings have been swept, but if I don't have to deal with parking and traffic and see ya,
deuces, I'm out. Fuck no, that
I'm gonna go walk through a building.
That would be my luck. I'd be stuck with traffic duty.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, that's
you like cars. Go playing out of the traffic, and we'll think a lot. Yeah. You gotta get the shortcut.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I thought I would be doing, since I was just coming in and helping. I don't even work there anymore, but I got there, and my old boss, she was like, "Well, this is where you're going to be at." And I'm like, "Wait, what? That's where everybody wants to be." She's like, yeah, that's where we're going to put you. I was like, cool, see ya. No more questions asked. I am not going to push my
Well, like, you messaged me, you sent me that pic of you by the stage, and I had just signed into the Hooters Wi-Fi, because I went to Hooters last night. My wife had a meeting at Hooters because of one of the boss's birthdays, so it was like a mandatory meeting. She's like, I have to go to Hooters. I'm like, oh, can I go? She's like, why? I said, it's Hooters. They got fucking excellent wings.
They have Hooters.
And well, actually, that was what I wanted to bring up. All the wait staff, they're usually female, but none of them had Hooters. And I was like, this is the Hooters.
Yeah, well, you're the guy that goes to Hooters for the women.
I literally, the funny thing is, we've talked about this before. I don't watch sports, but last night I watched some baseball. I watched NASCAR Truck Series. I watched. There was a couple, because that's all they got on, so I was staring at that. And their meeting got done, and I had already ordered my wings and fries, and I was 2 beers in and working on my Coke. And because I can't drink alcohol when I eat. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Really?
I can't. It just doesn't go with it.
No surprise, I can drink alcohol no matter what I'm doing.
I was going to say, Chris is like, I'm behind the wheel. Give me a beer.
Those are called road pops.
yeah. But I went over with my wife's work group, and I know most of those guys because I actually used to work for the same company. And they were like, hey, what have you been up to? And I was telling them about the podcast and whatnot. And one of the guys leaned over to me and goes, there's no Hooters in this Hooters. And I went, what? He's like, look at the wait staff. And I was like, what the heck's up with all the A cups? But being that they're Latina, they got nice butts. So it was like, they should change the name of this restaurant to Butts, because there was no Hooters. But what really creeped me out is my bill, of course, was separate from the tab that work was on. And my waitress came over and she said, hey, are you doing a separate check, or you want to be on their check? I said, no, put mine on a separate check. And then she walked away, and we were getting ready to finish up. And my wife says, I'll make sure you get your bill. And I looked around and I couldn't see my waitress, because 3 of the waitresses out of the 4 that were there looked exactly alike, like they could have been sisters. They all had the librarian glasses, brunette, and all about the same height. And I said, I'll get my bill as soon as I figure out which one of these waitresses is my waitress. And it was weird because they all had the exact same hairstyle, the exact same glasses, and of course the exact same uniform. So I'm like, I don't want to be that guy where it says everybody looks alike because they're Mexican, but everybody looks alike because they're Mexican.
You kind of were that guy though.
But it was weird. I mean, luckily they do the. I don't know if you said you hadn't been to Hooters in a while. They write their name down on a Post-it note with the Wi-Fi. So I'm your waitress, and she tapes it to my table. So I read it, and I was like, oh. And I asked one of the waitresses. I made sure I checked her name tag first. And it said something else, because I didn't want to be like, can you go get Camilla for me so I can pay my bill? And I am Camilla. Your gray bag? No. Kevin.
She getting her overnight bag to go see Juan?
No, she's looking for her purse. Go upstairs and find Mom's gray bag. And take that off.
Sounds like an overnight bag to me. I'm not saying.
No, it's because my wife has a Louis Vuitton bag. She's got a what's it? A Tommy Hilfiger bag. She's got all these different bags, and then she has like a satchel that she got from the office. That says the name of the company, but it's literally a satchel, and it works as her purse day to day because she doesn't have to worry about it. And it's not, if she does lose it, the only thing she's out is cash, because like that Louis Vuitton bag costs more than my car, shit like that. So she takes that one when she goes somewhere most of the time, which the only time she takes the Louis bag or the Tommy Hilfiger bag is if we're going somewhere nice. Or she's going somewhere nice, because I don't fucking go anywhere. I was telling one of the guys last night at the bar, I said, wow, this is the first time I've been out in like 3 weeks. He's like, what do you mean? I said, I don't leave my house, dude. He's like, must be rough. I said, no, it's tough, man. You have no idea. I'm with kids all day. It sucks.
Well, that's you do that by choice. That is not.
Well, it is 100% by choice, but it's the doing of schoolwork. Oh my God. I remember as a kid being like, one of these days I'll be done with school. I won't ever have to worry about schoolwork again. I forgot back then that one day I will have kids.
Well, this is also coming from somebody who highest grade level or highest level of education is 4th grade. So could be why you struggle so much.
Exactly. Well, it's bad enough I can't spell in English, but now I have to spell in Spanish. So I'm like helping my son write down his homework because I have to get my printer fixed. So I can't print out the pages. So he has to copy it word for word onto a notebook and then do the homework in the notebook, which is all fine and dandy, except for the simple fact that I have to stand over and make sure it gets done because he will get distracted by everything. Well, the problem is he's reading it off the phone and writing it down. And I'm trying to read it off the phone going, yep, it's spelled okay. So I'm sitting there like, write down loss. And he's like, okay. And he's like, how do you spell it? I'm like, I don't fucking know. You got the phone right there in front of you.
Yeah. Well, hello, pretty girl. And I'm not surprised you're on the phone with your girlfriend. She just popped into the chatters box and she's like, I can't come in. I'm on the phone with Crystal. Yeah. Which is a nightly thing. I mean, I try to call her at night, because as we've stated in the past, she lives in Tennessee. I live up here. So for us to go to bed together, we FaceTime each other. Well, there's been several times lately in the last few months where I try to call her and it just rings and rings and rings and rings. And then I'm like, all right. And I'm laying there, I'm about half asleep, and my phone goes off and I answer. And she's like, oh, I was on the phone with Crystal. I was like, you know what time it is, woman?
Exactly, right? Yeah. Well, it's you guys are, I have to say, you guys are the king and queen of fucking long distance relationships.
We've kind of nailed the whole relationship thing in general. Like, it's crazy how many people, because obviously we met on TikTok. That's how we met,
right?
And how many people,
Which is
follow.
funny considering how much you actually shit on TikTok. Every time I'm on TikTok, you're like, "You're on fucking TikTok again." I'm like, dude, you met your future wife on TikTok. Calm the fuck down.
Well, no, I shit on you because you're.
No, you shit on
watching
TikTok itself. You're like, fuck.
Well,
TikTok.
I shit on TikTok itself
like,
because it's because I go on there and I say,
listen, you should be so grateful for fucking TikTok. You should bow down to those motherfuckers like they own you.
Fuck that. I can go on TikTok and I'd be like, listen here, you sons of biscuits, you mother fudging French toast, whatever. And then they're like, banned. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a 12-year-old that's got no clothes on smoking crack right now,
right?
Dancing and that's okay. But I'm banned.
Because I have an opinion.
Yeah. Well, I don't even go on there with my opinion.
Did you see Nicki Minaj got banned from Twitter?
Okay.
Well, she got banned from Twitter because she asked a question about COVID and the vaccines.
She went against the
narrative. Please don't shake them around like that. Good Lord. She went against the narrative, and she got banned. And I was like, damn, nobody's safe.
No, that's what I get pissed off at TikTok about, because every time I go live, man, if I look at my ceiling, they're banning my
why
shit.
Did you look at the floor, you racist?
Yeah, they're like, oh, illegal activity and regulated goods banned. Well, that's dumb. I didn't do anything wrong. They're like, oh, wait, we'll give your live back. And then I look at the floor and they're like, sexual conduct and pornography banned.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to people reporting it. And when you actually report a video, it's not like a blank place where you can write what's going on. Mm-hmm. You have all these choices to choose from.
Yeah, you just click on what you want to.
And you click on, and they find the first one that one, sure,
Well, it's like one of those things. It's like if you guys would take, if TikTok would take 30 fucking seconds, and they got more money than they got at this point, hire somebody.
Well, they actually have. Okay. They have more uploads per day in hours wise. Like there's a thing is like a thing on Google is like if you X amount of hours of video gets uploaded to YouTube per day, and it was like this huge fucking number. It's like 400,000 hours or something per day. And TikTok beat them out. They're like 437,000 hours of video per day. And I was like, holy shit, dude. It was like some insane number. And it's like, you totally understand why they can't regulate it like they should, where they don't watch 30 seconds, because they got 435,000 hours that just got uploaded today. And tomorrow they got another 435,000. I don't think 435 is the actual number, but I saw that today and I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. That's a lot of fucking content.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, Jeff. Did you get hit in the mouth somewhere else? Well, welcome back. I'm glad that we made it into your viewing peripherals
schedules.
Yeah, she's currently on hold. She's on hold until Crystal calls her back. Who said anything about hating on your and Crystal's basic relationship, or base, something, whatever? Who are you gonna fight? Why do you come in here with all this hate? Just instantly, you just come in with all hate. Jeff looks like he got punched in the mouth. Now you want to fight somebody?
Yeah, I always look like this. So.
He always looks like he always looks like
you want to punch in the mouth, apparently.
He always looks like he fell out of the ugly tree and hit every motherfucking branch on the way down.
And then the fucker fell on me,
Apparently Summer's gonna fight me.
Nice.
That should did real well.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, these kids. I should have. Knowing now what I knew, what I didn't know when we started, knowing my wife was getting ready to go out, I should have set up upstairs. I'm kind of pissed.
Well, when we go on, that's typical. What's
Yeah,
typical?
exactly.
When we go on break, just rush up there and set everything up. You'll have a couple minutes, and
Yeah.
if I come back from break and you're not there, it wouldn't be the first time you've just mysteriously and for no fucking reason disappeared
Just
in
see
the
my
middle of a
camera
fucking
moving
podcast.
up the stairs. Like, hold on, I gotta go down and get my mic.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I did not. Yeah, Facebook's really delayed. You know, Facebook has a delay.
Oh yeah, it's like a full minute, and YouTube's the same
But
way.
keep. I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up because I don't know what's going on. But yeah, like I said, that's a.
Jesus Christ! Use it. I don't give a fuck. Oh my God! I'm definitely moving upstairs during the break. Get the fuck off.
We're in Jeff's zoo right now currently.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, that's the only reason. That's the only reason I shit on TikTok all the time is just because of how dumb they are. That's typical as well. What's typical as well? Let's pause and listen to Jeff's kids.
Yeah, no shit. She's bitching because somebody won't let her use a fucking toy. My son's trying to get her to go away. And it's like, why are you talking to me about it? There's like 15 other fucking people out here. Why do I gotta be bothered? It's because I'm dad.
Oh, she's already off to Pound Town with one.
Nice.
She just left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. It's like, of course, right after my wife leaves, that's when the problems start. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I literally.
Somerset just punch your daughter. Just punch.
I know.
Like a football.
I was looking at something I could throw at her, but just go away. but lately, when you and I go live, my kids will stand on the other side of my camera and stare. And I'm like, what are you looking at? Because, your picture is literally the size of my thumbnail.
Yeah.
So it's not like they can see you. So they're literally looking at me through the phone instead of actually looking at me. And I'm like, go away. And I was telling them, I said, look, it's hugely distracting. And they're like, yeah, but all your viewers stare at you. I said, I don't see them. Jesus.
Yeah, they're not.
To me, this is a conversation between me and Chris. I don't see everybody watching. They're not staring at me. They're picking their nose, just like.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not standing in the room watching us.
Yeah, and I said, look, you guys can't do that because it's seriously creepy.
Look,
we want to see what's going on. I said, so watch it on fucking YouTube.
I'm going to go ahead and put this out there.
Yeah.
Summer's been talking a lot about having a side piece and a sugar daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And if she ever comes up missing, just know that I have every fucking thing to do with it. No questions asked.
just direct the cops right to you.
Just send them right to the house. And I'd be like, yeah. And I'm going to pull up all the comments, all the texts, everything.
The judge
and they're going to be like,
yeah, it's a justified killing. We get it.
Yeah. I'm going to be in court for 30 seconds. The judge is going to be like, justified. Let the man go.
Justified. Yep. Get back to your podcast, little boy.
I'll even tell you where she's at if you want me to. Cops are going to be like, no body, no case.
Exactly. Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to go. Last night, she's like, I'm going to go on sugarbabies.com and get me a sugar daddy. And I'm like, all right, well, just mail my ring back.
No. Well, one of my wife's friends who's married actually is on that website, and she goes on dates with these guys, and these guys are like, oh, I'm gonna buy her this, she's gonna sleep with me. She literally will take all this stuff and then ghost the motherfucker. And I'm like, damn, that's cold as fuck. This poor bastard's shelling out all this cash.
It will be my ring if you get a side piece and a sugar daddy.
No, what you do is you take advantage. You make sure that you get your stuff too. Like, look, don't sleep with the guy. Just go out with him and send Jeff a laptop, send Chris all new equipment, make car payments for us.
No.
Take advantage.
Mine. She's mine. She's all mine. I don't share.
My wife said to me, she's like, you know what? I can do that too. I said, you know what? You'll be single, so you'll be able to do it. And she's like, what do you mean? I don't share my toys. Not that you're my toy, but you're mine.
Yeah.
I don't share.
You know what? I'll have to go on every date, every meetup. I'll be personal security, and I'll just lean in. I'll just lean in and whisper to the dirty old man. You like having your fingers and hands? Keep them to yourself.
Like you ever had a finger in your butthole?
You ever heard of thumbing?
Just randomly, you're standing there in the background, just all like, you ever had a finger in your butthole?
Yeah.
You like a thumb?
Let me ask you a question.
That's the only sex
squeal
you're
like a
getting
pig? Can you squeal like a pig?
Job? Well, start sucking my dick.
Wow, big man.
You can give me $300.
Jeff has a right. What do you think she's doing right? Yeah, what do you think she's doing right now, Jeff? That's what Summer said.
Shit. No, her friend literally just picked her up.
Yeah. No. She messaged me the other day. She's like, just so you know, if you ever tell me no for sex, I'm getting a side piece. And I'm like,
if I ever tell you no for sex, there's a gun in the footlocker. You can take me out.
Yeah. I was like, is this your way of telling me that you already have a side piece? You know, like,
or got one lined up, or somebody on deck.
Threesome.
What the fuck?
The only threesome that's going to be happening is with another girl. There is not going to be another shillelagh in the room. I'll tell you that right now.
Amen to that. Well, where was I talking about that? I was talking about that with somebody, and my wife was nearby, and I was like,
"What's going on, Bob?"
I am not someone that's going to play the Eiffel Tower game. That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
because Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. No Eiffel Tower, no spit roast.
There is no devil's three-way in this house. Well, the spit roast is the Eiffel Tower and the spit roast are basically the same thing, except for during the spit roast, the two guys high five. That's the Eiffel Tower.
Well, they're Jeff,
and if I'm doing a three-way with another dude, I'm not touching or even looking at the dude.
I was gonna say, do you know you do know what an Eiffel Tower is, right?
Yeah.
And you know what a spit roast is, right?
Yeah.
They're two totally different things.
Well,
either way, you're going to make eye contact.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
You probably
that's
would.
Not going to happen.
You would probably tell the guy, hey, before we get started, you probably lean in and whisper in his ear, never break contact with daddy. No, you're going to be like, never break eye contact with daddy.
The creepiest thing ever is like, oh, yeah, she's good. Oh, yeah. How you doing? It's good, right? It's good. High five. No.
Let's ball slash. Let's slap our balls together. Ball five.
Pretty dick. You want to play swords?
I got these glow in the dark condoms. We can pretend like we're Jedis and they're lightsabers.
Speaking of movies, like
you have a big lightsaber, sir. This is unfair.
Yes. This is what happened. Whatever happened to equality? Damn it! I want a big lightsaber too. You can touch mine. No, I'm good.
Height and length is a choice. So.
Yeah, exactly. If I
may not look like it. It may not look like it, but I promise you, this is 24 inches.
That's right.
Well, then we're in the same boat. Then there's no threesomes here.
No.
Summer said, "Yeah, I don't do girl on girl. You do girl on girl with your girlfriend."
There you go.
Man alive. Okay, now on here. Welcome to Haps, pretty girl.
Yeah. So,
gross.
Yeah, that's.
Well, that's never going to happen. So
I did want to
discuss. Do too, guys.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
It doesn't sound like I have better odds of winning the lottery currently than some are staying with me with all this side piece and sugar daddy, and now she's gonna be in a three-way with two guys.
Cut my choices down to nothing here.
Yeah, it's like the old 8-ball. The outlook does not look good for you.
Yeah, exactly. Shit. Try again later.
Yeah, try again. I am not one of the guys. not doing. There's no three-ways
Oh, no.
happening with another dude. I won't even let another dude in the room.
The only three-way there's me, you, and your dildo. That's about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's about as far as I go.
Yeah.
My hypermasculine. What is it?
I mean, we can go.
We
I mean, it is 2021. We can go get male and female sex dolls, and then we can have all the threesomes and foursomes we want. They have fully functioning. I mean, the sex dolls now they move.
Holy shit,
they have they make noises. They're
they'll
have
a conversation with you afterwards. They'll cuddle.
So you're a sex doll. I don't want to have a conversation with you, and I don't want to cuddle with you.
What's that? Have you heard? There's this guy and I think it's in Japan or something like that. I saw an interview where this guy did, and he's like, I have like 25 wives, and the interviewer is like, really? He's like, do you want to meet him? And he opens up his apartment door. It's like 25 different sex dolls.
Yeah,
he's like, different personalities, and I'm like, no, they're all rubber.
They're all plastic.
Yeah,
you're a sex doll. I want to do what I need to do and throw you back in the closet where you belong.
Exactly. And lock the closet so nobody knows you're there. But this guy was like, he had different outfits for him and everything. I'm like, dude.
A lot of people. There's a lot of people that. There are a lot of people that are in full blown relationships with their sex dolls. And
there's a lady that wanted to marry the Empire State Building.
Yeah, well, there was a lady that did marry a Ferris wheel or something like that.
Yeah.
Summer said I never let her have any fun. You let me have a threesome with you and another girl, and then we can talk about the threesome with me, you, and another guy. How's that sound?
Yeah, exactly. And the other guy must be Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, or Kevin Costner.
Then I would stare at him. I'm like, yes, Ryan Reynolds is fucking my girl. I'm so going to tweet about this. And the girl must be Halle Berry.
I gave Ryan Reynolds a thumbin', and he liked it.
You want to talk about fucking...
well, nobody's penis can go in you except mine. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, once again, I don't share.
She bring a guy home. Look, we're gonna have a threesome. As I walk through my bedroom door where my array of weapons are. Which one do we use tonight? walk out with
playing video games because if you're talking sex, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Walk out with a baseball bat and go full on Negan from The Walking Dead.
Exactly. Like, this is Lucille. This is the only threesome we have.
This is the only other lady allowed in the bedroom.
That's right.
And she doesn't like other men, just so you know.
She's a full-on lesbian.
Yes. Good luck with that ever happening, Pops. I mean, yes, Cliff is a very cute man, but he is not into women. So again, that brings up a whole nother issue where
a whole other bag of worms.
This
I'm out. Run, Chris,
well, you
run!
and Cliff enjoy your rom-coms and your wine and. Deuces.
That's what you need to do is you get your wife a gay friend that likes to watch musicals and all that shit that you don't want to do, and be like, oh, you want to go see a musical?
Oh,
take.
Am I the gay friend because I like musicals?
I think you are. I like musicals, dude. Hey, you know, and I'm sure I'm gonna take.
Well, I'm sorry. Drink tequila.
I'm sure I take heat for this, but I've watched every episode of Glee.
Oh, I love that show. Whose wife had a gay friend?
Who?
I think she was talking about you, that your wife has a gay friend.
Oh, she's got a couple of them.
Gay, in air quotes, and she's currently with him. His name's Juan. Hola, papi, I'm Juan. Come on, girl, let's go. It's Pound Town. He's not looking. Who's your poppy now? No, yeah. His wife had a gay friend. My wife had a gay friend? Yes, she did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's not play this game.
I'm so confused. She said his wife did have a gay friend that she is currently with. No.
Yeah, exactly. That's you.
I have no idea.
That's you. That's all you, dude.
I'm so confused.
That is all because that's not me. Because there's a female that picked my wife up just now.
Yeah, but she's not with. Oh yeah. Well, she had. If you're saying like a quote unquote gay friend, she had a lot of gay friends.
Exactly.
One of them was killed in his fucking apartment. How much of a violation is that to get beat down in your own apartment and pistol whipped with your own gun when you tried to pull it on somebody?
That is really sad. That's a shitty day, man. I tell you, this is not like you can. I'm going home. Oh shit, I am home.
I woke up feeling good this morning, and then a giant angry white man showed up at my door. Punched me in the face. I tried to pull my gun on him, and then he drank my beer. I did too. I got in his fridge and got a beer while I proceeded to yell at him.
He's like, "Hey, that's my beer." I'm like, "Yeah, well, it's mine now, motherfucker. This is one of the first thing you took from me, so I'm taking some for you."
Yeah. No, yeah,
fair.
Yes, that she did have a lot of gay, quote unquote, gay friends. It is what it is. Everything happens for a reason, and had she not been a dirty, too big, good for nothing whore, I would never have met Summer. So.
I'm glad you say it because I was gonna.
It would have probably been a million times better had you said it, considering.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, well, I don't know how good it's that you say it either, because you do still share custody.
Yeah.
But a little off subject. I watched a movie that is an older movie, but they just put it on Netflix, and I've never seen it. That I think you would enjoy for my movie of the week.
Frequency.
I watched Ghost Ship.
You know what? Actually, it was all right.
It's a good movie. I enjoyed it. The twist at the end.
I watched it
was
25 years ago when it came out.
Yeah, well, oddly enough, I literally watched it. I was like, why does this look familiar?
Yeah.
And then at the end, I was like, holy shit, I've seen this movie. So I didn't realize till the end that I'd seen the movie already. But
yeah, it was like I said, it was
enjoyed it.
All right. I liked
Not
it.
A huge
It
cast.
wasn't like the best,
production
but it was still
really cheap.
Pops and Summer said they both said that's a good movie.
It's good. Where
do a little scissoring.
Nice.
Sorry, Summer said she's debating going over to her girlfriend's house. Your wife's out with Juan. My fiance's out with her girlfriend. Yeah. Sounds like we're in the same boat.
We're both screwed, but not in a good way,
Yeah.
But I was completely the opening scene of that movie. Holy fuck, dude! The wire cutting everybody in half. Holy shit, that was awesome. And
like I said, it was a pretty.
My wife got home from work, and I said, "Oh, I got a movie you got to see." She's like, "What?" I said,
"I gave you."
And she says, "Put on the trailer." So I went to YouTube, put on the trailer, and she's like, "Okay, tell me about it." And I was like, "Oh, the opening scene, everybody gets out in half." Hold on, and I go onto YouTube and I find the opening scene, and then I was like, "The ending. I don't want to give it any away, but the ending is a huge twist and blah blah." And she's like, "Show me the ending." So we basically did a review.
Yeah, right.
And she's like, "Okay, now I don't need to see it." I was like, "Fuck,
son of a bitch." I don't care about the spider webs. I'll clear them out when you get up here. The only thing I'm worried about, you can go over to Crystal's and get them Sasquatch legs taken care of. Sweet Mother Mary of Jesus. Summer sent me a picture of her fucking hairy ass legs the other day. Not only are we going to call it, not only is her new nickname Shitty Britches,
Which, by the way, I've been using every time I post something. I've hashtagged it shitty britches.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it trending on TikTok.
What the hell's a unicorn? But she sent me a picture the other day, and I was like, "The fuck!" I thought it was a man's leg at first. I was like, "Yo, you gotta take care. You gotta take care of that before you come
I
up
got
here."
a weed eater in the garage.
Yeah,
Take care
like
of that
I could.
shit.
You're gonna wax everything. Why are you not? Okay. Why are you not gonna wax your? Like I can deal with, as we've said in the past, and we don't have to dive into this discussion again. I can deal with hairy bush or some hair down there or a little bit or whatever not there. I don't care about any of that. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Sometimes I like a little bush down there, but armpits and legs are absolutely
game over. Game over.
Oh my god! She says she's not going to wax her unicorn tattoo, so her unicorn has real hair.
That's awesome. I stand by you. Summer, I stand by you for that. That's dope. Just grow it long. It's got a long ponytail.
You know what? On second thought, good luck with getting a sugar daddy. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Good luck getting a sugar daddy with your Sasquatch legs and your finally Jeff agrees with me.
Okay. Quick question. Where is the said unicorn? Is it like on her ankle or something? Or thigh or what?
It's
just out of curiosity.
It's on her it's on her I guess her shin area. Shin, calf.
Yeah, that would be dope as fuck. Just ponytail hanging off the horse's head.
So she said it's on her shin.
Okay. Yeah, that would be dope as shit. I would totally support you walking around with this big old ponytail hanging off. What you need to do is grow it long enough so you can where they can throw in a little weave so it's got a ponytail hanging off. And then you brush it at night.
No. I'll shave it. No, I'll shave it. No, I'll shave it. Oh, she said, "Thank you, Jeff, for finally agreeing with her."
I'm sorry. I'm just saying the effect of that would just be dope as fuck.
She's gonna braid it every day. That way, it has curls.
Exactly.
Yep. I'll wait until you're passed out, snoring and drooling during the day when you're up here, and I'll shave that motherfucker clean off.
You got 2 years to grow that shit out. No, there you go.
No, she doesn't. She's gonna be up here in like 2 weeks.
Well,
she's gonna be up here. Yeah, for my birthday weekend. She's gonna be up here, so I'll shave it. Yeah, she'll be snoring because she always I always give her one day where she's just lazy and I let her sleep and everything like that because she busts her ass at work. She works a lot, so
yeah.
I just lay here on the bed and watch TV, and she passes out and snores and drools all over me. I'll shave that fucking unicorn. I'll shave that unicorn's head. Get my clippers out. Oh God! It clogged my clippers.
Gross.
My beard don't even clog. My beard don't even clog my clippers. Good Lord. She said, "Don't touch my unicorn," and busted a caps lock on me.
You want to talk about something to put up on TikTok? Boom! My unicorn's got hair too. That's a 3D tattoo. If you ever heard of one. I am totally encouraging this, and I can 100% support you, Summer. Just to fuck with Chris.
Don't listen to anything Jeff says. She will have a beautiful mane.
Yes.
Jeff, she wants to
go get some mane and tail shampoo at Walmart so it's nice and shiny and thick.
She wants to know what color. Oh, and on that note, we're up against it. Sorry, folks. We have to take a real quick break. We'll be back with Jeff's top 5 and what the fuck news.
Yeah, whatever. Top 5 would be coolest tattoos.
Number 1, Summer's
Number 1 with a
unicorn.
bullet. Summer's unicorn. Boom.
She did ask, what color should her hair should she do its hair?
What you got to do is you go get 3 different types of dyes, so that it's rainbow colored too. And then you go get another tattoo of on the other shin of a mermaid and do the same fucking thing.
Yep, there you go. There you go, Summer. You've made it into Jeff's creepy voice world. I hope you feel good about yourself right now.
That'll be awesome.
At any moment, he's going to be like, yeah, call me Daddy Summer. You're not even Stevie anymore. Now you're Summer.
I was going to say, and you name the horse Daddy.
Pink, purple, and blue. Finally,
Hell
Summer's
yes.
winning at life. Oh, my God. I need new friends. Jeff, you're fired.
Summer's life goal was to get me to agree with her. She has just succeeded.
She's like, I'm gonna leave now. You gotta go over to Crystal's. You gotta go hide. You don't have to go hide. Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna go get some mane and tail.
Well, I don't want you. She's like, I gotta run to Walmart. I gotta get dye and mane and tail and
some hair growth,
rubber bands to braid. Yeah, rubber bands. A curling iron.
Miniature Barbie's curling iron.
Yeah.
Put it in fucking dreadlocks. Not only don't you shave it, you don't wash it either. Gross. That's the one thing I've never agreed on.
This is gonna get mad at me. This is gonna get mad at me when we're doing the deed and she tries to put her leg or her legs up on my shoulders and I smack her leg down. Get it off.
She reaches up, grabs its ponytail, sticks it up your nose.
Smack her leg.
Do you like that, Daddy?
that game over. You said the D word. I'm out. Deuces. Here, throw a toy at her. Finish yourself off. Clean up when you're done. I'm out. I'm gonna go.
Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
Yeah. Clean yourself off when you're done. I'm gonna go play Black Ops.
Holy shit, that's hilarious. Oh fuck. No, I fully support that.
Of all the things you could support, of all the things you can get behind and support,
I'm just saying.
So, Jeff, how do do you feel about Joe Biden being in office and COVID?
Fuck that. I want to talk about this too.
Damn it.
Be completely objective. If it was done correctly, it would look cool as shit.
I mean, okay, it would look cool,
done
but
correctly.
No. Yeah, but not on my fiance. Because again, I like to rub her legs and feel her legs, and you're like dolphin. What the fuck?
It would be slightly disconcerting at first, but after I rubbed my hand across once and went, "Oh my god, what is that, Harry?" Oh, that's kind of cool.
I touched it.
What is that? like one of those chicks where they touch a cockroach or something. Like, oh my god, what was that? Like, it's my tattoo. Wait, it's Harry.
Oh man. Why is your tattoo Harry? Oh my god, what is going on here?
Summer, this is what you got to do. Go to Walmart or wherever and go get one of those clown wigs that are multiple colors, clip off a couple of them, and get some eyelash glue and glue it on there right before you show up to meet Chris.
You know what? We're going to add this to the list of reasons why I show up in Cancun, Mexico, knock on your door, kick you in the dick, and leave.
Bullshit, because after you kick me in the dick, after I roll around the ground for 3 hours, we'll go get some tacos.
I know. I'm gonna show up with tacos.
System. Let's go get a fucking beer and some tacos.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up, knock on your door, and you're gonna open it. You'll be like, "Hey, what's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up,
oh,
dude?
you got tacos?
Oh my god, my balls!
Yeah, you'll be like, "Oh, you got tacos?"
That's to soothe the pain there. Oh well, Fair enough.
These tacos are delicious, but I gotta leave. I'll see you Wednesday night.
My groin is bleeding.
Yeah. I'll see you Wednesday night, Jeff. You know what that's for. I got a flight to catch. Do what? Yeah, you can. Sorry, am I bothering you?
That's hilarious.
Oh my god! I've reached the totally off subject. Squirrel. Yeah. I've reached that stage with having kids where my daughters are stealing my clothes out of my closet every time they come over here.
Nice. My brother-in-law. They came over for one day, and one day became over a week. The problem is, the first 3 days, they didn't bring any fucking clothes. So
why the hell do you come over?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Where they live, they can't ride their bikes outside and play out in the street and goof off because it's, it's not enclosed and their mother's paranoid.
Oh, yeah.
And completely off subject, I just found out last night that a guy I know got killed by the cartel. So,
oh, shit. In their neighborhood or?
No, not in their neighborhood, but he was my neighbor is how I met him. Not neighbor here, but in one of the old places like 3, 4, 5, almost 6, 7 years ago that my wife lived in our studio apartment that we had. He was our downstairs neighbor, and he did something and got dealt with. So
that's why I don't think I could ever come down to
Cancun.
That's why I don't think I could ever come down there.
Not safe.
That's why I don't think I could ever come down there because I'd be like, cartel schmartel. I don't care.
The crazy thing is, it's not like they just came up and knifed him or something. They sprayed his house with bullets.
Yeah, but I mean,
and didn't even hit him. Didn't hit him.
Oh shit!
Like he ducked under the bed, like smartest thing he ever did. And then they kidnapped him, and then he showed up 2 days later in 2 different trash bags.
Yeah. Oh god, what did I do?
Yeah.
No, that's the Okay. Well, I wish
but
some of these
it was one of those things that he actually worked for them in one of their business schemes, and he did something stupid like taking more cut than he was supposed to, like skimming off the top. It's like, really? Have you not ever seen any movie ever?
Yeah.
You never
well,
again, off the top, you know. Yeah. Like if I'm owed $100, I'm taking 99 just to be safe.
Yeah.
You know? Like you guys keep the other dollar, you know.
I'm a little bit probably. Well, I won't say that. I'm a little bit too hot-headed, and
I'm the same way, which is why I don't work in those jobs, because I'd be like, fuck around and find out, and then next thing you know, I'd be finding out with shots running through my building.
Yeah, I'd say fuck around and find out, and the outside of my house would look like Vlad Dracula's castle. Back in the day, I'd have heads staked out front. Just let it be known. Let it be known. I ain't the one.
But I found that out last night, and I was like, holy shit, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. But I just don't, because I just don't care. I don't care who you are or what you're a part of. That's the thing. I never have, you know.
Right.
You do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing, and we're all good. But as soon as your thing crosses into my thing, I'm not going to cross into your thing, because you know that's your agenda, that's your world. Right. But don't cross into my world.
Right, exactly. But where they currently live is not the best neighborhood for them. So they spend a lot of time here. Not to mention we have the pool. It's 10,000 degrees outside daily. And we have the pool, and they can basically do whatever the hell they want.
Well, yeah, and if you don't mind having them there, if you don't mind,
I don't really care. The nice thing is, I really don't have to do anything, because I literally got up this morning and they'd already cleaned the floor and mopped it. The only thing they didn't do was the dishes, and I was kind of pissed about that because I was like, I mean, if you guys are going to do something I hate to do. The dishes. Yeah. You know, I'll fucking sweep and mop the floor for days. I don't care.
So if he was wearing your clothes, that was probably the first time he wasn't wearing skinny jeans.
Pretty much.
Did he at least bring his 100-gallon drum of cologne so he could make sure he got enough cologne?
Actually, believe it or not, I think he got the point. I think he that he was wearing too much because he stopped wearing it altogether.
He secretly watches the podcast and he's heard us make fun of him. He learned English. He
learned English just to watch us. But he asked me, he's taking English classes, and which is another reason why he's here, so he can cheat because it's online learning. And I'll be sitting there playing Call of Duty, and he'll lean over and go, "How do you say this in English?" I'm like, "Oh, if you say this, okay." And then he'll be like, "Teacher, I know the answer." And I'm like, "Ah, you fucking cheater." He's like, "I already muted the call." And I was like, "You bastard."
Yeah. If you want to learn English, listen to Nonsensical Nonsense.
Yeah, there you go.
Where words are hard.
But no, I think it all came down to the fact that you know, besides me and you ripping on him about the clone, my wife, his mother were like, "Dude, you got to chill with the clone."
Well, yeah. I mean, I've had the conversation. I had to have that conversation with my oldest daughter. You know, speaking of, like I was saying, you know, again, speaking of the whole clothes thing, every time they come over here now, they get in my closet and like, "Can we wear this shirt tonight?" And I'm like, "Whatever." Or can we wear this shirt to school Monday? It's like, you know what? Just make sure it comes back to my house. That's all. Yeah. That says fuck your feelings. No.
He was I taught him a whole bunch of stuff this past week. Because and I'm saying this in the most genuine way possible. I'm not shitting on anybody when I say this.
Yeah.
His only male role model besides me, which is a scary thought, is his stepdad.
Say, I'm glad you stole that from me.
Yeah, I had to do the takeaway. But his stepdad literally is 75 years old. So it's like, you know, this guy he drives a taxi and then comes home and sleeps. He doesn't do anything. They were over here for the Independence Day, and he literally slept on my couch because we were upstairs. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So he did help me clean the backyard, and I had a whole bunch of crap from building the kitchen out there. And I went and bought a shovel because my old shovel, the handle broke. So I went and bought a shovel, and we were shoveling rocks and stuff that were in the backyard that the dogs were digging and stuff. So I was refilling up the hole, and he asked me the weirdest question ever. He says, "Where did you learn how to use a shovel?" And I was like, "It's not like anybody taught me. It's just, you know, something you do, you know." But what was weird, I explained it to him. I said, "Look, for 6 months, I used to work for my uncle in the family business my grandfather started, and I dug gas lines every day for 6 months. I mean, I could wield a shovel like nobody's business. I used to dig a 3 foot by 3 foot, 6 foot deep hole twice per day, and then a line connecting them was about 8 inches across. I can dig a fucking hole. This is no big deal." And then I had him help me build the hall closet, and he was deathly afraid of the table saw, which I don't blame him because I built it myself. And I was like, "Here, got this piece of wood," and he's like,
"We've talked about that a few times.
It's scary." And I was like, "What's scary about it?" He's like, "It's a saw blade." I'm like, "Yeah, it moves at 30,000 RPMs. Big deal." He's like, "That's fast." I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "But you respect it, it will respect you." So I showed him how to use the table saw. I taught him how to use the drill. He'd never used a drill before, which blew my mind. The kid's 17. I said, "Fuck, when I was 17, I had my own drill." But he is a city kid too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not around that environment, you're not going to know. I mean, I know a lot of people who could barely use a hammer.
Yeah, well, because I taught him how to use a hammer too, because
that's not something they've ever been around.
Up on it right next to the hammer part, on the handle. He's holding up right.
It's not a
underneath
dick.
it.
Stop choking it.
Exactly what I said. I said, dude, you're wasting so much energy. He's like, I don't get it. I said, work smarter, not harder, which is something my father and grandfather and everybody I've ever worked for has told me. I said, I showed him how to properly use it. I said, look, you're wasting 3 hours putting in this anchor because your hand is so far up on the hammer that, move it down, and showed him how to do it. And, I showed him how to use the hammer drill to drill holes into the wall. And he was all impressed with himself. There he is. And, and then he asked me, he's like, can I borrow a pair of shorts? I was like, sure. And I had a pair of like basketball shorts. But what I didn't realize when I handed them to him, that there was a hole in the ass. So he bends down to pick something up, and the hole got bigger. And he's like, Jeff, I need another pair of shorts. I said, no. Go put your shorts on and get the sewing kit. He's like, I don't know how to sew. I said, well, you're going to learn something else today too. Yeah, so I taught him how to sew up a hole and, and put on a button and all that stuff. And, yesterday night, he said to me, he says, you know what? I want to thank you. I said, for what? He says, you taught me something. I learned something. I was like, fuck, I feel. I went to bed and I told my wife, I said, your brother thanked me. She's like, for what? I said, for teaching him shit. He says, nobody's ever taught him how to use a hammer or drill and all that stuff. And she's like, how do you feel? I said, I feel like a fucking badass. I felt all proud of myself. I was like, I've imparted knowledge. My work here is done.
I'm the man. I'm out.
But
Deuces,
now every time I put a door on underneath my stairs today, just because I've had the little, what I call it, the wall, to hide all my tools so it doesn't look unsightly. And I finally put the hinges on. I bought the hinges like 3 weeks ago. I built the door 6 months ago. And I finally put the hinges on it, and I'm doing it, and he's standing on the stairs watching me. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm watching. I want to learn more. And I was like, well, I'm doing the same thing we did on the closet. I don't need you here. This is going to take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I said, unless you want to bring out the table saw and start cutting the bottom off this fucking thing because it's too big. He's like, no. He's still afraid of the table saw, but whatever. I don't blame him for that, because that table saw is literally a circular saw bolted to a board.
That table saw is scary.
Yeah, that table saw
brought it up, and now you've brought it up 4 times, and 12 OSHA people have died.
Oh yeah, OSHA sucks.
Agreed.
I saw. I told you about the lady and her daughter that got electrocuted over here by the beer store I go to.
Yeah.
Well, the Cancun city government decided they're going to fix the hole that was there, because there's a drain there, and they had a cover on the drain that's like 3-inch thick concrete, and all these big fucking trucks drive through, and of course the concrete breaks. So they had a crew out there patching up the hole and filling it in. They're putting in a new one. And my wife and I drove out last night to go to Hooters, and I said, that is the definition of government work. She said, what do you mean? I said, one guy's working and 7 guys are standing around watching him.
Yeah, exactly.
She looked at him, she goes, you're right. There's 7 guys watching. I said, then 2 of the guys have a fucking clipboard making sure he's doing it right. And I was like, that's OSHA for you.
That's what we call a state job.
I said, and all those guys are getting paid 10 times what we do. It was fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen that in Mexico. And, normally when you see guys working, they're all busting ass.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a mix of the electric company and the water company.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then on top of that, the news was out there covering it. And I'm like, well, not something you want them because the lady and her kid died. I get that.
Yeah.
But what made it funny was I was like, that's not something you want to put on the news. 7 guys standing around while one guy runs the stamper. The stamper that compacts the compactor.
Mm-hmm.
He's really running a compactor. The news is filming, and 7 guys are standing around going, "You got it, Bob." I was just like, Jesus. But what made it funny was I when they first got there, it was the day I came home with my shovel, and the one guy that I buy cigarettes from at the beer store, he's like, "What, are you gonna help?" And I was like, "No, I'm doing work in my own backyard." But he's like, "You wouldn't buy a shovel. It looks like you're gonna help them." I was like, "No, fuck them. They don't pay me."
Yeah, they don't pay me to do that type of bullshit.
Oh, and not to mention, they're out there in the blacktop with the sun beating down at noon on a Thursday, and I'm like, good God. The guy running the compactor was just sweating bullets. I felt bad for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Then I went home in my air conditioning. I was like, I gotta feel bad for him. I'm gonna get my air conditioner, make him feel better.
I feel horrible. Yeah, good thing I'm in this air conditioner where it's 62 degrees. But on that note, let's go ahead and take a real quick break.
Yeah,
I gotta go fry some chicken. I don't know if you're going to relocate or not.
I don't think I will. The kids are actually.
It seems like it's calmed down there a little bit at the zoo. You know,
well, the TV finally got turned off, so they're outside playing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oof, man, that was a big one.
There's like 40 people in my pool.
Yeah, damn. Let's go ahead and take a real quick break. Anybody who is watching or listening, or if you're on the delay on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, we'll be right back. Got a little Blacktop Mojo, one of Jeff's and Pop's favorite videos. Just because my computer was giving me fits and I wasn't able to download new music tonight. But we'll be right back, guys. Hopefully we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Well, Blacktop Mojo, camera down for Jeffrey because I'm better looking than him. My camera down in just a second. Here it comes. Oh, you gotta wait for it. It's got a long intro. There we go. All right, we're good to go. We'll be right back, guys. Hopefully you'll join us.
She likes the moon, she likes the night, she likes the blood on her hands. She dances naked through the trees until her eyes go red. She whispers prayers into the wind and she communes with the dead. She throws the bones into the fire and in darkness she chants. Raise the blade above her head. As I began to bleed, she said, "Wow, a murder in the sky. Take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever. And now the spirit in the air, give me a new blood, make me a god like you." Around the woods, 1,000 eyes look on as she stops the feast. There was a smile on her face as she watched us to leave. Licked her lips, threw back her head as blood ran down her chin. She said,
Hey, sir, can I help you?
Do you have any weapons of any kind? Anything to defend yourself?
Sir, this is a Speedy Mart. We have hot dogs 2 for $1. I just put them on the roller yesterday. They're pretty good.
No, man, like something sharp, something like I can stab, defend myself with.
I've got some sharp cheddar combos over there. It's kind of like a Ritz cracker pregnant with a cheese baby.
Well, let me just take one of these lighters, and I'm going to borrow your bug spray, and can I borrow your bathroom key as well?
Yeah, bathroom key. All right. I got your bathroom key right there. Make sure you bring that back. And that'll be $13.62. And I'm going to have exact change, sir. We're in a coin shortage at the moment.
Whatever, man. Okay. There's that. There's that. No, I'm sorry.
A mogul in the sky. Take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever. And now, a spirit in the earth. Give me all of us. Make me a god like you.
Oh shit, Chuck!
Take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever. And now, the spirit in the earth. Give me all of us. Make me a god like you. Make me a god like you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Blacktop Mojo, Wicked Woman, off of their newest album.
I fucking love
Fucking
that
love
song.
that. I do. I love that fucking song, man. That fucking
Oh, shit.
song is
The video
amazing.
cracks me up too. Oh shit, Chuck.
Yeah, well, you in the background every time we play that song. Oh my god! Every time we play that song and he's in the gas station, you in the background fucking chuckle and kills me.
The
But,
best part, he pulls out that big old sickle and he's like, bathroom key, here you go. I was like, seriously, dude. He says it's like a pretzel to have a cheese baby.
Yeah, the hot dogs are pretty good. I put
I
them out
put them out
yesterday.
2 days ago. They were pretty good.
But welcome back to the show, guys. This is Nonsensical Nonsense. Glick hanging out with Jeff as always, with Blacktop Mojo for the break music as always. Love those guys. Their music is fucking killer, and they allow us to play it on this dumpster fire of a podcast. So shout out to you guys. Cheers to you guys. If you're not already, go check them out on social media at Blacktop Mojo. Go stream the shit out of their music. And while you're on social media, go ahead and give us a like and a thumb and whatever at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Haps TV. We never ever say Haps, but we're also that's
I know
our
we
main.
should say
That's our home.
that's our main home. Yes.
That's our home. So go check out Nonsensical Nonsense on social media. And if you pop in for one of the lives and you're hanging out in the chatters box and you like what you hear, you like what you see, and you want to get every episode, go ahead and check us out on Spotify, Anchor, Google, Apple, and basically anywhere you get your podcast jollies at. Or you can simply ask Siri or Alexa or your Google Assistant, give me Nonsensical Nonsense. Well, don't say it like that, but say, hey, play Nonsensical
Actually, no, if you
Nonsense.
say it like that, if you actually say it like that, it will pop up with the latest episode.
Does it?
That's what I
Okay,
did last
there we
night.
go.
That's what I did last night. I
No, I won't do that.
give me Nonsensical Nonsense, and it worked. I was seriously
Just
impressed
ask.
with it.
just ask for Nonsensical Nonsense. Well, you'll find us everywhere. Give us a listen. Let us know what you think. If you do want to reach out to you, we are looking to book some guests.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter what you do. If you want to come on the show, we find you interesting enough to come on the show, which obviously the bar is set very low considering the host and co-host.
Wow, that's
Go ahead and hit us up on the old email and
at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com.
yeah, if you don't want to reach out to us on social media, you can always email us anything.
Yeah, we'll
I feel
answer
like-
anywhere. Let's be honest. I mean, if you know, we don't answer very well on TikTok, but that's because we do get a lot of comments.
Well, then speak for yourself. I try to respond as much as I can.
I've actually most of the stuff that I've seen on TikTok, anyways, is mostly stuff that I like your comment kind of thing. Because
Well,
it's like,
yeah, I mean, if there's a comment, I mean, if it's a response, if it's a comment that you can make a response to, then
Right.
I generally try to respond to it. But I'm not going to respond to every. Yeah, I like what you. I like
or
this.
LMAO.
This is
I'm like, oh, okay. No
yeah.
hard for it.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I'm not going to. Browns. That's our bowl. What the hell?
Yeah.
Go. What's up, Theo? Welcome back, brother. I thought I ran you off.
Hey.
We're going bear hunting tomorrow, brother. But yeah, enough of the shameless promotion.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of guests,
Yeah.
Bob said, "Yeah, I've been on your show. Your standards are low." Well, Pops, you weren't on the actual show. You were on the after show.
You were on the after. Well, no, he did show up because in the middle of a podcast.
Oh yeah,
told him to
yeah,
go to the
he did
house.
show up.
And he showed
Oh
up.
yeah, that's right.
It was
Because
genius.
Joanne wanted me to show you guys my thing,
Yeah.
and then she
Yeah.
described it to everybody.
Awkward.
You're cougar hunting on Sundays. I'm going bear hunting tomorrow. We're playing the Browns are playing the Chicago Bears tomorrow.
Nice. I was going to say, Chris is
Theo's
actually
going down to the.
Chris is actually going to go
going-
find a bear and fight it. It's finally happening.
Theo, on the other hand, is going down to the VFW and cougar hunting.
How you doing, ladies?
Thanks, Theo Dawson. Give me a bush light. Chilled, not warm.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you like my mullet? You can touch it. Go ahead. I grew it myself, ladies.
My wife was watching. For some reason, she got on an '80s music kick.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Boosh Latte. My bad. I apologize to all the Boosh drinkers.
Yeah.
The Boosh Latte. I'm still chasing chubbies.
My wife got into this '80s kick. Hey, Jesus Christ!
Hey, you little sons of bitches, shut the fuck up.
Playing like hide and seek or some shit. Stop screaming! Fucking hell. So she got on this 80s kick of watching these 80s music videos. And we were watching it, and I was like, wow, that dude's hair is seriously feathered. And she's like, I bet you had a haircut like that. And I said, no, I've never had a feathered haircut. And then she put on Billy Ray Cyrus's Achy Break Your Heart, and I said, I did have that haircut, though.
Yeah. I had a rat tail when I was younger. You remember the rat tail?
Ooh, yes, I do remember the rat tail.
I had a rat tail. I'm sure at one point in my life I had a mullet. I'm actually thinking about doing a mullet now, but
You gonna bring it back?
I feel like, well, it's already been brought back. But I also, you making socks? Am I making socks? What are you talking about? Who's the guy? Wait a minute. Theo said, "Who's the guy in the illegal village? Are you making socks?" Yes. He has all the immigrants that didn't leave when our recent borders were opened up. They're making Nikes and socks, and they're making Louis Vuitton bags.
Louis Vincent.
But
Okay, am I on screen? Or do I have to lower my camera? That's because I moved over to the couch because I ran out of cigarettes.
fuck do you run out of cigarettes? I literally went to the gas station today after I fucked with everybody that was working at the gas station. And I bought 2 packs of cigarettes, and I haven't even opened any of them yet.
Well, I literally thought I had plenty.
Can't your brother-in-law go buy you cigarettes?
No, because he's A, 17, B.
I thought you could buy cigarettes at like 12 down there.
Yeah, well, no. The problem is if I sent him for cigarettes, my mother-in-law would have a shit fit because it's outside the complex, and they're not allowed to leave the complex. So it's like, give it a break. So. So
I think actually I think you have to be 21 to buy cigarettes now.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong.
I did hear something about that. I did hear something about that. That's like a thing. Kevin. Jesus Christ, these kids. They're driving me nuts today.
No, Theo. We are sitting on the couch together. And you are really high. Yeah. Theo said, I don't know if it's because I'm really high right now, but it looks like you two are sitting on the couch together. Actually, we're holding each other's ding dongs.
Chris is holding my hand.
Yep. Okay. But so it is 21 here in the States too. I thought they changed it. But 18 to go to war.
Yeah, which makes total fucking sense.
That's been an argument for a long time. He said jerk.
That's what he's doing.
Jeff and I are practicing our skiing skills. Yeah. Oh, a little to the right, Jeff. A little to the right.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
Clean yourself off, you dirty whore.
No, like I said, if we do the after show today, I'm gonna run to the store before we do it. But because
and ladies and gentlemen, this is why we love our Chatters box, because they are unpredictable, unhinged, much like we are. Yeah, it sucks. You can vote and die for this country, but you can't get a drink. I agree. Pop said.
Oh no, I totally agree.
It sucks. You can vote and die.
I mean, I get the whole concept of waiting to 20. Like, if you switched it from 21 to 18 tomorrow, there would be 10 million drunk 18-year-olds that night.
Well, I'm not going to say it
to get it to normalize.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say that it was me, but I know a guy who had friends that were a little bit older than him that would go to Canada and buy beer and bring it back because it was 19.
Yeah.
I also know a guy that his senior year of high school moved it almost an hour away from where he went to school because he would only live like 5 minutes from his older sister who was old enough to buy alcohol and would buy him alcohol.
Well, see, I think that's why it took me so long to move out of my house when I was out of high school.
Called us dirty sluts.
My parents would buy me kegs for parties.
Oh yeah, well,
and they had one rule. They had one rule: if you're drinking, you're staying the night. So when I would throw a party, I'd set up tents.
Well, and I've always said that. I always had that rule. Well, yeah, you're also old as dirt, Pops. Theo called us dirty sluts. Theo, there's room on this couch for you if you would like to join us.
Hop down, buddy. I could use another hand.
We'll put Theo in the middle.
I don't have to sit on one to make it go numb. And
yeah, we can put Theo in the middle.
Real stranger game.
Yeah.
You want to play truth or dare?
Just close your. He said, just close your eyes. Pops drank when he was 18, but when Pops was 18, the legal age was 18. So
I drank when I was 18 too, but the difference was it was completely illegal.
I was going to say I drank way before 18, but
so did I.
Allegedly I drank before I was 21.
Yeah, like the statute of limitations is going to catch up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a knock on my door.
We know that you were drinking at 18. Well, what the fuck are you gonna do about it now, dude?
I'm drinking right now.
900.
Leave me alone.
Go. You guys just showed up and you didn't bring beer. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, hey, do me a favor. Go down to Speedway and get me another 12 pack. You silly sons of bitches.
Then they show up with that Boston accent.
Actually, to be honest with you, I never bought alcohol for her. My pops just yelled at me. He's like, "I know you were buying for my baby sister." I was like, no, actually, I never did buy her alcohol.
I've never bought anybody alcohol that was underage.
That's one underage person that I can honestly say I never bought alcohol for, not to my knowledge. I might have been drunk and did it, and I don't remember it, but I don't think I ever did.
Soberly, I did.
My first drink was 14. Theo got drunk as hell at 14 off of one drink. And it was Zima. It was a Zima Light.
I remember.
He said Mike dropped that too allegedly.
I think the first beer I ever bought, I bought Red Dog beer because the label cracked me up. The label.
I remember. I remember when we
was
younger, man.
You cover the eyes of the dog and turn the bottle upside down. It looked like Batman eating Catwoman.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Now I got to go buy Red Dog just to see that.
I'm telling you, it's because the bottom lip of the dog's mouth and his teeth in the bottom lip, there's no line separating the teeth from the mouth. So it literally looks like the back of Batman's head.
Hell yeah. But no, I honestly don't remember I don't remember my first drink. I know I was young.
I've always drunk beer. I did. I think at my graduation party, a buddy of mine showed up and he brought Jack Daniels. And my cousin, who was also at the same party, he graduated the year before me, got fucked up to the point where we're bringing him loaf of bread to eat.
Actually, I was actually just going to say that, Pops. I remember when we was in high school and you go to a party or if you were hanging out with your friends, man, everybody always had Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
You had the red. Was it the red, the purple, and the orange? I think it was.
Yeah, the orange.
And Boone's Farm. Strawberry
Boone's Farm. Holy shit. Strawberry kiwi Boone's Farm was fucking the shit, dude. Fucking wine coolers, man. Wine coolers helped me get laid a lot in high school.
But I also remember when I was younger, I never wanted to steal my old man's beer because when he drank beer, he drank the shittiest beer on the fucking planet. Old Milwaukee's Beast.
Oh, Jesus.
Even though I know I got accused more than a few times for stealing his beer, and it wasn't me, it was my my sister. I will just call it. I'll be nice and we'll say my sister. We're not going to talk about my graduation party because allegedly maybe an uncle and maybe a sister were giving me beer. Or maybe an uncle and maybe a sister brought me beer. So I was an adult.
Because they were shocked that I graduated.
Look, I showed up to my graduation party.
I had a recliner in the field. I had my graduation party in a field because I knew everybody would show up with their cars and just park them in a circle. And I set up a bonfire and I put out a recliner for myself.
Well, as we've already discussed my graduation party in the past, I was having vehicle problems. I was already pissed off, so I had started drinking before, and I showed up late. And I was already drinking before I got there, and then there may have been a couple people who brought alcohol for me. I'm just going. There was a reason that I steered clear of certain people in my family at my graduation party when I showed up. Drunk, but not stupid.
That's right. But let's go ahead and roll the top five if you want. We can go ahead and get into the segments because I want to get to the what the fuck news because you said he got a couple Florida stories and I'm excited.
The only
Bob already told us yet.
Pop said at my graduation party, the only glick that did not get yelled at, which was surprisingly enough, was my grandpa. Every other glick male that was there was in. I was in trouble before I ever showed up. He got every other glick male that was there was in trouble. My uncle got in trouble. I had drank enough. I didn't give a fuck at that point.
Yeah.
I'm like, I pulled a Jeff and I was just like,
yeah, see? What are you going to do now, see?
Yeah, I'm drunk, see? Look at here, it's another one.
It's the fuzz, see?
But let's do it. I don't even what do I have an intro for your top 10?
Yeah, I sent you one. It's actually a top 9 today.
Jesus Christ, man.
Well, you'll know why when you hear what it's about, but I sent you that video, the top 5 video.
Well, you said this top 5 or this top 5, this top 10 wasn't going to let me down.
Well, I think you'll get a kick out of it for the simple fact it has to do with one of your favorite fucking things, is sports.
Oh, I'm going to feel like I'm going to be mad at you for doing the sports one.
Well, I didn't. I do have to say this is not my opinion. This is the top 9 sports.
Well, you're not going to let me do the intro or anything?
Yeah, go ahead. I thought you were goofing off.
I am goofing off. I'm actually looking for something. I need to add it to my favorites.
Oh, okay. Ouch.
So what is it? Well, go ahead and tell us what your top 9.
I put in Google.
Why couldn't you make
5.
it a 10?
Well, because there's only 9 on the list.
Oh my god.
Because the list is.
This is why I divorced you.
Yeah, this is top sports based on watching, like as in X amount of people watch this one more than this one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, go ahead.
So top 9, not 5.
In the order
most watched sports.
In the most watched sports, yes.
Okay.
Top 9. Yeah. I'm waiting for you to run the intro.
It should be coming up.
Liam and me, we're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
All right.
Oh, hold on a second. I got something for you.
Okay.
Look at those numbers.
That's right. Look at those numbers. Okay, so at number 9 of the most watched sports in the order of based on views.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9 is boxing.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 8 is volleyball.
Wow.
Now, this one,
well, that's
that I don't know if it's like, I should have put professional, but whatever.
Well, volleyball people are watching. Boxing has also gone downhill. So
right.
So volleyball has sex appeal.
Yes.
So that's probably why they're
number 7. Number 7 kind of gave me a little bit of a shock. I was surprised it was so low. Number 7 is football.
Wow, American football?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Number 6 is hockey.
What the hell do you? Hockey has blown up over the last few years.
Number 5 is tennis.
Nobody fucking
which I get.
Tennis.
I get tennis because you got Wimbledon
well,
and all
that's,
that shit.
Well, that's, yeah, I was gonna say Wimbledon. That's,
I've watched.
That probably has a lot to do with Venus and Serena Williams and back in the day Anna Kournikova and you've got characters with tennis
right.
much
well, and
there's a couple male
the greats like John McEnroe I mean, you want to talk about a match to watch. Watching John McEnroe play was an experience because that dude he didn't give a fuck. If one of the refs called it wrong, he'd be in his face going, "You're a fucking idiot," you know.
He was
But
he was the John Daly of tennis.
he was considered the bad boy of tennis.
Yeah, much like John Daly in golf.
Yeah. Well,
Motherfucker, that's my dude.
Speaking of golf, number 4 is golf.
I find it hard to believe that golf and tennis is higher than football. Because football has become international, especially now, and I know you have no idea about this, but for the last several years, they do games. They do one game a year in England, and they're actually trying to get
international.
They're trying to put a team. They're trying to put a team in England because it is so popular and so successful over there.
Well, believe it or not,
number
3 is soccer. Now you want to talk about international sport?
This is a worldwide survey.
Right? It must be. It must be. And
soccer is very popular.
It's hugely
outside of the States.
And then number 2 is baseball.
I don't think baseball's that popular anymore, though.
Well, see, because
what is this list from? 1983?
I don't know, but I put in top 5 sports, and I got nothing that you and I were interested in. It was like soccer, cricket, because cricket is like the number 3 watched worldwide. Because this list is in the U.S. This is top 9 sports in the U.S. based on views of games.
There is absolutely no way in hell that soccer, golf, and tennis beat out football and hockey.
You got to remember,
States.
There's like a lot of doctors' offices and places like that will literally put on golf in the background.
Yeah, but I just
so, and then number 1 is basketball, which I get.
Nah.
I get. I don't. Like I said, I don't know who made this list up, but having football so far down on said list is a little bit odd for me. Because if I'm going to watch a game, I would be watching football.
Fake news.
Yeah, nice.
Fake news.
Yeah,
but if I'm going to watch a sport, I'm going to watch football, or I'm going to watch because watching baseball just bores the shit out of me. I love baseball. It's once again, if I'm playing, I'm in. I'm 100%. But if I'm watching, baseball's so slow. Jesus, it's slow.
Yeah, this list is.
But it doesn't have UFC on it either.
So, as the Italians say in New York, this list is fugazi.
Fugazi. It's a wicked stupid list. Because you park the car over by Harvard. It's a wicked crazy list. With your favorite accent. But yeah,
this is honestly probably my least favorite list because I'm not buying it.
Like I said, I literally just.
I was gonna say,
I was trying to come up with a list, and I wanted to do sports. I want to do something sports related because 90% of the time when I do the list, you stare at the phone, or you stare at your camera with your eyes glazing over. So I was like, I'm going to get a discussion out of this motherfucker one way or another. So I'm going to do sports. Now I know shit about sports. So I Googled it.
That cannot be a list as far as American. If it was worldwide, then yeah, but like even basketball being number 1,
the original search was top 5 sports. That's what I put in, and it had cricket and soccer as like 1 and 3.
You got a fried chicken, but yeah.
And so I was like, well, I don't want to talk about cricket because I still don't understand the game. So I put in top sports in the U.S. and that's what came up. So it was like kind of weird. So I just kind of ran with it, and I screenshotted it, wrote everything down so I could do it.
I'm gonna do a little research.
I'm watching. I have the YouTube video up, and you just kind of stand up and walk off as I looked up. I was like, "Whoa!"
I told you I was gonna fry chicken.
I know.
I'm gonna
but
do some
like
research
that, I
on
don't
the.
have volume on. Well,
Yeah,
just
I'm
put in
gonna
top,
do some
top 5
research.
sports in the U.S. and top 5 sports in the USA is what I put in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research, and I'm gonna come back next. Well, not next week, Wednesday, and
Right.
I'm gonna clarify this because that list. There's no way in the United States, especially since I already know that the NBA has taken a huge hit in the last couple of years.
Oh,
in the
huge
last
hit.
couple of years.
Well, you
That,
gotta
in all
remember,
honesty,
the NFL took a bit of a hit last year too.
no, they didn't. No, they
with Colin
didn't.
Kaepernick and all that shit, and all the
But that
woke
was a
shit they've
couple
been
years
doing.
ago. No, they haven't. They have not taken a hit at all because all those assholes that said, "Oh, I'm going to boycott the NFL," they were the assholes that were the first ones in line.
Yeah, to buy the tickets.
They were the first ones in line to buy tickets. They were the first motherfuckers online buying jerseys. Nobody boycotted the NFL. When everybody was saying we're going to boycott the NFL had actually increased revenue based off of ticket sales and merchandise purchases and this, that, and the other thing. So yeah, no, but I'm not saying it was I mean, it was a cool list. I just don't agree with it. Not as an American based. If it was worldwide, I could agree with
well, like
it.
I said,
I
originally put in just top 5 sports, but it was too vague because I don't know about you, but I don't know shit about cricket.
Nobody does.
So exactly. Well,
as far
it's
as
like number 3 watched in the world.
Yeah, as far as American, I like if you were to put together a top 5, and this is just my opinion. It's not based off of anything, but as far as American watch sports, I would probably say number 5 would be NASCAR or NHRA drag racing.
Yeah, that's another thing I had a problem with. NASCAR wasn't on the list.
Number 4 would probably be UFC/boxing, followed by the NBA. No, actually, you know what? No, I take that back. NASCAR might not make the list in the top 5. It would probably be man. Because hockey and football right now would probably be your top 2, baseball being number 3, maybe number 2. It would probably be a tie for 5 for like NASCAR/boxing and UFC.
Well,
and then
UFC
4 would be basketball.
I mean, boxing is one of those things. I think it's going the way of the dodo because of the UFC.
Well, it's going the way of the dodo because of fucking Jake and Logan Paul and a bunch of 60-year-old boxers who think they can still box.
Right.
Nothing against Mike Tyson because I would never get into a ring with Mike Tyson even if he was 100 years old. But there's a lot of.
I'll tell you what. If somebody gave me enough money, I'll get in the ring with anybody. But before I get in the ring, I need 3 shots of Jack because after that, I won't feel fuck all. You know what I mean?
I am a guy that's willing to fight a kangaroo and a bear, but I will not. I just sent you the top 10.
I'm just saying. If somebody's like, look, I'll give you $1 million, get in the ring with Tyson. Give me 3 shots of Patron, I'm ready to go. I'm not going to win.
Look at Pops over here. Look at Pops over here.
What do you do?
Doing research for he just sent a top 10. Oh, and I didn't even think about that. Fucking wrestling. WWE wrestling. So Pops just sent me.
Not to shit on wrestling, but it's not. Yes, it is a sport, but it is more entertainment than it is sport.
Wrestling has dubbed itself sports entertainment. Pops just sent me a list from Sporty Tell. It's the 10 most popular sports in America, 2021. Number 10 is wrestling, which I didn't even think about, but yeah, it should totally be on the list. Because as not only American, but worldwide, wrestling is huge, and it's sports entertainment, and that's what they call it
here.
Yeah. Yeah, Lucha Libre down there, which is awesome because they're storytelling. Big time into storytelling.
Yeah, no shit.
So number 10 is wrestling.
Uh-huh.
Number 9 is motorsports. So they've lumped Indy, NASCAR, drag racing all into
which makes sense because I know Formula One viewing makes NASCAR look like a go-kart track.
Yeah. So number 8 is boxing. Number 7 is golf.
Which makes
number
more sense.
6 is tennis. Tennis is still up there.
Yeah.
Which does make sense because I do know tennis is pretty damn popular in the States, but that's
especially in England. Jesus. Wimbledon and all that shit.
Yeah, Pop sent it to you too. Number 5 is hockey.
Okay.
Number 4 is soccer. Again, I know soccer is hugely popular.
It's huge worldwide.
Number 3 is baseball / softball. Number 2 is basketball. And number 1 is the NFL, American football. Well, not NFL, but American football in general.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so it said American football. It said American football on the list that I saw too.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we're gonna give the top 10 to Pops from here on out.
Maybe we should. It's fun.
You have failed.
My mother-in-law is literally calling the kids, and she's called like 9 times, and the kids are outside playing. And I know how this woman thinks, so she's getting more and more paranoid with every time nobody answers. So I had to jump up real quick and run out there and go, "Hey, the fucking phone's ringing."
Pops, you officially have your own segment on the show. We'll bring you in for your top 10 segment because Jeff has failed me.
Bring him in the camera for 5 minutes. Go, okay, give us your top 10.
Pops top 10
once again, though, sports not my forte. You know,
but I understand what you were doing tonight. I understand and I appreciate it. Pops gave the 2 thumbs up. Pops will come in for the top 10. There you go, Pops. All right.
Yeah, cool.
All right, Pops. You want the segment?
Yeah.
No, I appreciate. No, you definitely. I like what you did. You thought you wanted to bring a subject up to where you were going to get me riled up and you were going to get me talking and. So I like that. I appreciate that. Pop's top 10 list will consist of Wednesday, top 10 bourbons. Thursday or Saturday. Apparently, we do a podcast on Thursday now. Saturday, top 10 whiskeys.
The next Wednesday, top 10 beers. Like, all right, calm down with the alcohol. Well, we get it.
He doesn't drink beer. He'd be like, Wednesday, top 10 gins. Saturday, top 10 things to mix with your bourbon.
Yeah, I was gonna say next week we're gonna have drinking with Pops. Welcome to Drinking with Pops, where he goes over a list of alcohol he wants to drink.
He wants to drink or has Pops bourbon review.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, I did. Being sports not my forte, I wanted to bring something to bring a conversation because the list I did on Wednesday, I got fucking crickets, except for you bitching about Rick and Morty. So I was like, I need to get him in the conversation. What can I do? And of course, I think of you, I think of sports. So I was like, boom. Top 5 sports. And I knew I couldn't do my list because golf would probably not have been on the list. Although I like to play golf. I don't watch it because, once again, boring.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't have thrown WWF or wrestling in general on there because it wouldn't have popped in my head. But UFC would have popped up there for the simple fact that I know it's very, 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 very popular.
Yeah, no, UFC / boxing. Well, they grouped them together, much like. Sounds good. Pop says sounds good to him. I mean, Jeff can have his movie review. Jeff and I can talk. We can talk. You know, I think that'd be pretty cool to have Pops come in for.
I will make you an intro, Pops. I will make you an intro.
Pops, top 10, top 5.
Yeah, it'll just be a bottle. A bottle pouring into a glass.
I'm telling you, Pops is gonna be alcohol related or music related.
No, I think that'd be
top
cool.
10 rock bands.
That was because
Pops is gonna be like top 10 rock bands.
Mojo 5 songs.
Yeah. Top 10 rock bands. Fuck the other 8. Number 2, Nickelback. Number 1, Blacktop Mojo.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We bring Pops in, do the top 5, because that way I don't have to fucking do that much research. I just watch movies, which is what I do anyways.
It's not like he's doing anything anyways. Lazy bastard. Just sold his house. Hasn't been working for like the last.
Did they sell it already?
Man, they had that motherfucker under contract last weekend, and I think
Holy
they got.
Shit.
And I think that they got more than what they were expecting to get out of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, it's under contract. I don't know if it's sold yet, but apparently next Sunday I've got to go over there.
It's in escrow. It's in escrow.
Well,
which means after a certain amount of time they'll get paid.
Yeah, it's in contract. They haven't signed anything yet. So.
Okay.
But all that means is next Sunday I have to go over there and move shit out of the basement.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Which is really fucks up my Sunday. Because
thank God I live in Mexico. I don't have to go up there and help move.
Yeah. Well, it fucks up my Sunday because I watch the Browns on Sunday, man.
Yeah, well. I'm not doing anything Sunday, but I'm not going to be able to make it.
I'll be over Sunday after the Browns game because Cleveland plays at 1. I'm 100% serious, Pops. If you wanted, if we can bring you on.
That could be awesome.
We'll bring you on live with us. I think it would be really cool.
Yeah. Just Pops holding his phone up.
This is going to be Pops showing up at my house. I'm here to do top 10.
Yeah, we said remotely. Jesus, I don't know what that means.
I brought you a 6-pack. Oh, you're in.
All right, we're okay with it.
Yeah, they put it on. Oh, Jesus Christ! They put it on the market Saturday. Took an offer Sunday for $35,000 more than what they were asking.
Nice.
Which I knew was going to happen. I knew that this house was going to sell quick, and I knew they were going to get way more. Well, no, they weren't underselling it. No, it's not even that. It's just the location. It's where it's at. I knew they would get way more than they thought they were going to get out of it, just because of the location and where it's at. It's here in Newark, which Newark is primary to be in for whatever reason, but also where it's located, and it's right there by everything. So I didn't realize they were getting that much more.
Location, and then by the way, location.
Yeah.
Well, that extra $35,000 Pops. That if they sign the contract and everything, I could use a laptop. Just saying.
An extra $35,000. Since you want to mention the fact that I'm a bum ass, I could use the money and put a down payment on a house of my own. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding.
Christmas is coming up, and I know Chris has got a birthday coming up, and I got a birthday coming up. Just putting that out there.
They don't give a fuck about my birthday. The only reason they care about my birthday is because summer will be up here.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh wait, it's your birthday." I'm like, "Yeah, you made me, fucker. You made me. You were there."
11:59. Oh yeah. By the way, happy birthday. Really, motherfucker, all day.
Yeah. No, I kid. It's funny. That's like one of the things I miss most about my birthday, because my birthday is in October and it's right in the middle of the football season. Was every year on my birthday, my mom used to call me, and if I answered the phone, she would hang up on me. And what the hell? So I just got to the point that I wouldn't answer my phone, and she would leave me a voicemail, and she'd sing "Happy Birthday" to me, and then she'd spend a couple minutes. She would play the Ohio State fight song or "Hang on, Sloopy," and then tell me how much Michigan sucks. But it was always in a voicemail. It was like if I would answer my phone, she would just fucking hang up on me. I'm like, really?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, see, I have the same problem in reverse. Of like, my birthday being in December. Fuck, it's like what really fucking pissed me off when I found this out. When my brother got married, my younger brother got married that year. They got married on my birthday. And that year, everyone forgot my fucking birthday from my family because they were at the fucking wedding. And I was like, that's a real kick in the dick, man. Because I literally the next day, my mom sent me a message. She's like, I totally forgot yesterday was your birthday. And I'm like, yeah, you think? And she's like, well, your brother got married yesterday. And I was like, well, thanks for fucking telling me.
Well, that's when my ex mother-in-laws they got married.
Mm-hmm.
Like the day of or the day after my ex-wife and I got married. So it was like, really?
Yeah. Well, but my younger brother and I are estranged. Like, I will not talk to him. And if I ever saw him again, I'd punch him in the face because he's a douchebag. And it's not his fault. It's his wife's. His wife hates me. The woman's never met me, but she hates me.
Well,
what are you gonna do?
I mean, that's what siblings are about.
But my mom, not that this woman will ever hear it, but I was talking to my mom about the fact that this woman is a bitch. And my mom says, well, every family needs a cunt. And she is the cunt of the family. And I said, well, there you go.
There you go. 100% true.
According to my mom, she said, well, she says, in my dad's family, my dad's side of the family, my mom is the cunt of the family. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, they didn't like me. I mean, they've grown to know me, but they didn't like me back in the day. And I was like, oh, well, there you go. And my favorite aunt on my mom's side was the cunt of the family.
I agree with your dad's side because your mom doesn't like us anymore. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love your mom.
but I found out that my
mom,
aunt
if you hear that, I was
family,
only playing.
I was like, why? Yeah, she doesn't listen to her. She said the reason why she doesn't listen, and I found this funny, is we crossed a line, and I was like, really? What was the line? Because we've crossed a lot of lines.
Which line did we cross,
at
Mom?
this point?
We don't believe in lines.
Whatever line we crossed, we crossed it a long time ago. She said, "You guys are just too raunchy for me," and I was like, "No."
And if you give us a line, it's a challenge. Here's the line. Challenge accepted.
I'm across it. What are you gonna do now?
What can I say? I'm a habitual line crosser.
Well, but I knew when we started the podcast, I knew that we were going to be raunchy and weird and fucked up because I know us. Yeah. And my mom said she was going to listen. And I was like, really? You've met both of us, right? I know you've met Chris. I know you know me. And you expect us to be clean in your ears? Please. I was like, well, but I was shocked that she listened as long as she did.
I honestly, I was too. I can't believe that she was able to.
That she listened as long as she did.
Oh shit, that's us talking.
Yeah.
I was surprised that she lasted as long as she did. I knew Pops and Joe would as far as parents go. I knew they weren't going anywhere,
right?
Because as much as Pops gives me shit about it and this, that, and the other thing, they want to support it, and they already know because we basically have the same. Yeah.
You and I both have the
I
exact same sick mind on most stuff.
It's like it's not that far of a stretch for me and Pops to have the same exact conversations. Now, granted, 9 times out of 10, when Pops and I get to drinking together, it's generally music related. But if we're live together or whatever, and we're hanging out bullshitting, it can very easily go down the road of this dipshit podcast.
Well, I think if my Pops could figure out the technology, like this man literally got his first Android like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And when he got on Facebook, I was shocked because my dad hates tech. He's just I don't need it, And my dad was on Facebook, and I was like, "How the fuck did you on Facebook?" He goes, "Your brother set it up for me. Your older brother." I was like, "Oh, well, there you go."
Yeah.
So, and he says, "I don't know how to use it, but I'm on there."
Yeah.
But I think he would listen if he could figure out how to do it. But my dad is also not the person to sit around and watch us for 2 hours plus. Because he's like, fuck that. There's something on TV somewhere.
Oh, absolutely not. Well, I mean, that's just what the hell?
But like, because my dad is a real movie, TV kind of guy. He doesn't watch anything online. I don't even think he knows how to use YouTube. So like, he's not that guy to watch us or anybody for that matter. And the only reason he would watch us is because he knows us. He'd be like, I know those two idiots, as he's talking to himself or something. But he'd be like, yeah, I know those two idiots. but it's like, I also know that my dad wouldn't know how to promote us. So, and my sister, she's same road as my pops or my mom, where she's like, oh, you guys are way too out there for us.
Yeah. Well,
I think my nieces watch. My nieces watch.
Yeah, your nieces didn't.
Yeah, my niece Tiffany watches. My niece Alana watches. My niece Kayla watches. But I think they actually watch or listen to on Spotify. They're one of our listeners on Spotify. They're busy.
Pop said if we're drinking, our conversation can go way off the deep end. Lord knows that's the truth.
Yeah, well.
But I mean, with that being said, I mean, we can't do. You obviously done got fired. Yeah, exactly. You done got fired from your segment.
Yeah, that's fine. That's one less thing I have to worry about.
Let's see if I can. I don't even know. You know what? We'll just skip the news tonight. We're not gonna.
I know it's getting late. I want to do an after hours. I want to do an after show.
I don't really care that it's getting late, but the fact that we're just kind of rolling, and this is what happens sometimes. But I promise you guys, Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday's not October. But I do got some stories for you guys. I got a couple of stories. It is spooky season, so I got a couple of spooky stories for you. Ooh. Well, that sounded more sexual than spooky.
I was going to say, actually, speaking of October coming up and Halloween and all stuff, I told my wife I have the perfect design for our matching costumes this year for trick or treat because we have to take kids trick or treating.
So you and your wife, you guys do a couple of costumes for?
No, but I want to do a couple costumes this year because I found the perfect one.
Because I told Summer,
yeah, go ahead.
I want to do couples costumes. Like I look at costumes now, and I look at stuff that her and I could do together as a couples costumes. I've also looked at family costumes like a lot, and she sometimes she's like, and then sometimes she's like, yeah, we should totally do that.
Well, the one I want to do, and she's already shot me down, but I'm gonna try to talk her into it. Is I want to do I want to get her dressed up like a pumpkin, and then put orange on my face and wear a T-shirt that says Peter Peter.
Of course.
I'm Peter Peter, the pumpkin eater, baby, and the party has just begun.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna steal that and bring that up to Summer because I think she'd be 100% down.
Exactly. But I've actually seen the outfit, or I've seen the somebody else did it. It's not mine, unfortunately, but I saw a meme.
Yeah.
Where it
Well,
showed
yeah, no,
the
people
perfect,
have done it.
the
you know,
meme
it's-
was the perfect costume doesn't exist, and this guy, he had a big old beard, and his wife is dressed as a pumpkin. And he's got orange all in his beard. And at first I looked at it, and then you look down, and you see his shirt, and it says Peter Peter, and I was like, nice.
No, I think Summer would be 100% down with that. I think that'd be really cool. But
yeah, my wife shot me down because my wife doesn't dress up for Halloween. But like last year, the kids and I went as zombies from The Walking Dead.
well, I was gonna say one year
Not
we
from-
did.
It wasn't from The Walking Dead. We did it from Days Gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say one year Austin went as Michonne from The Walking Dead,
Nice.
and I went as one of the zombies that she had on her husband and her
on the
son
chain.
or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, I went as a zombie on the chain, and then a couple years back, Cash went as Batman, so I went as Superman. But I was Superman / Clark Kent. You know where you got the button up shirt, and you're like,
I actually went as Clark Kent one year,
Mhm.
where I wore a dress shirt and a tie, and then my Superman shirt underneath, and then just kept it unbuttoned.
Mhm.
Yeah, super easy.
Yeah, I know. So, but I also, when my hair is grown out, I've got that. I have, like, just naturally without any work, I have like this one curl that hangs down
Right.
no matter what I do, and it's like that perfect Superman curl. So, but I did that one year with Cash. But we've the kids and I have talked about doing like group cost. It just never works out because and especially now they're getting a little bit older. Cash, I feel like Cash and Parker, I could 100% get down with that. But like this year,
last year was the first year we did Halloween because they don't trick or treat's not a huge thing down here. But since we're now in the complex and there's 65 houses, we actually set up where the kids would just kind of bomb around in the complex because there's a lot of kids in the complex. And so what I found funny is they just kind of all went together. Yeah. So once they're done with your house, you can actually go out and follow your kid around. And when you're coming up to your house, you run ahead of everybody, go open up your door and candy. So it was a bit. I was like, just everybody stay at their door and just let the kids go randomly, but whatever. It was kind of thrown together.
What's going on, Steph? Actually, one year, and Pops just brought it up when Cash was just started. When Cash, I think he might have been 2, maybe 3. Well, I think he was about maybe a year or 2 old. 1 year for Halloween, he went as Chucky. Dude, he was. I gotta find the picture and send it to you. He was the perfect fucking Chucky.
Nice.
My ex. Yeah, are you Steph? My ex, she had got orange hairspray and sprayed his hair orange. Dude, it was crazy how cool he looked as Chucky, and like everybody all night long. Were you able
to get the striped shirt and the overalls too?
Oh yeah, he had everything.
Nice.
When everybody all night long wanted to take pictures of him, and complimented. It was so cool when he was a baby. When he was a baby, my excuse me, my ex actually she dressed him up like Charlie Brown and drew eyebrows on his face, on his head. That was funny as fuck too.
Well,
got him the yellow and black.
We did we've done trick or treat here, but we go to the stupid rich neighborhoods. They usually have a trick or treat thing.
The rich neighbors. The rich neighborhoods.
But like these are multi-million-dollar houses here in Cancun, and they ask everybody. I mean, these places are multiple acres of million-dollar houses, and the one year I was like, look, if I'm gonna walk around with these kids all day, I'm gonna dress up, and I couldn't. It was like literally last minute, so I grabbed my wife's wedding dress and just wore it.
Nice.
And then, of course, the dress was, of course, too long for me, so I grabbed. She had a pair of boots that were heels, and so I put those on. So I had her boots on. You couldn't see the boots, whatever, but they were high-heeled boots. So I was tall enough to actually where I wasn't dragging the dress on, tripping all over it. But I had we borrowed a wig from somebody, and I literally at one point my wife caught some guy looking at my ass, and I turned around and he's like, "God damn it!" It was hilarious. And my wife was like, "I saw you checking out his ass," and he's like, "Dude, you got childbearing hips," and I was like, "Dude, stay the fuck away from me."
Pops is on it, man. Pops is on it tonight. He sent a picture of Cash's Chucky to both of us.
Oh, nice.
And apparently, Steph, speaking of my ex, her aunt, one of my favorite people in the world. From my in-laws, her aunt and uncle are two of my favorite people in the world. I think she might be drinking tonight. She's in here watching us on Facebook, and she was like, I said hi to her when she came in, and she's like, "Steph, me?" ? And I was like, yeah, you.
Yeah, you.
LOL, yeah, me. I do. Her aunt and uncle, Uncle Gary and Aunt Steph are two of my favorite people on the planet. I absolutely love those two to death. And even now, when because we were together for a long time, so I still go to family functions and stuff like that.
Right.
And I know they're my safe place. I can go hang out with them and just be like, well, fuck all these assholes, and they're pretty much the same way. I fuck all these assholes. Steph's like, what are we drinking tonight? And I'm like, I don't know. What's your new drink? So I'm assuming Steph is drinking tonight.
I definitely want to.
Well, you can't see yourself.
Up our game, so to speak, for Halloween and different holidays and stuff like that. Now that we have the house, and I know stuff done here in the complex. So like last year, I built the Pac-Man that I put in my yard, and I did an Among Us body, and but this year I think I'm gonna do a couple different things this year. I definitely gonna have like where it looks like somebody's been closed in the hood of my car.
Yeah. Well, I figure if I ever live in a neighborhood, if Summer and I buy a house in the suburbs or something like that, I'm gonna be the house on the block that has like the haunted house set up where you.
Well, see, that's what I told.
Backyard.
That's what I told my wife. I said I want our house to be the envy of everybody else's house when it comes to decorations. And she's like, "What are you, crazy?" And I was like, "No, I seriously want people to go, fuck, why didn't I think of that?" Like I'm literally looking at Christmas trees, like they do the Christmas tree on the lights. I'm looking at those online and seeing how much they cost.
Yeah.
Or how hard it be for me to build it myself.
I want to. Like I said, if we end up buying a house in the suburbs or something like that, or in a development, I want to be the house on the block that sets up a big Halloween like haunted house where you got to come through the back gate, go through the backyard, come around through the garage, and exit out of the garage. And once you make it through the haunted house, then you get your candy. And of course, I'm going to have full size candy bars. I'm not gonna screw them I want to have the good stuff.
Right.
But and then we'll put some adult beverages out for the parents who make it through the haunted house.
Yeah, exactly.
But I
yeah,
love Halloween. Halloween's my absolute favorite holiday. So I look forward to it every year.
I look forward to setting up for Christmas. Like I literally want to buy a bunch of cotton and build my own snow. So it looks like my entire yard is snow covered. And I'm gonna
of
buy
course, all your
snow
neighbors are
spray
like,
for
"What
the
is
windows.
that?
Yeah,
why
my
did he put all
neighbors
that white shit in his yard?"
I'm like, yeah, you guys never seen snow. But I definitely want to go full out with every decoration. But I have to.
You're not wrong. Steph said, I went on every day. Once on a normal day to be able to hide a body in a car and give out real candy bars. I wish every day was Halloween.
I know, 100%. Right?
She's not wrong. She's not wrong at all.
Well, so she's basically saying she wants to live in the purge with candy.
No.
I had fried chicken.
I got a fried chicken. No, she's just agree. I love Halloween, and anybody who knows me knows how much I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. I look forward to it every year. So, if I could have Halloween all year round, if I could just leave my Christmas or my Halloween decorations up all year round, 100%. Can't really hide bodies in the car. It's kind of illegal, allegedly. Oh, I think Michelle's making herself known. I don't know. Kevin and Michelle look so much alike. It's crazy. There's Kevin. What's going on, bud?
Good. And you?
What are you doing? I'm good, man. What are you guys doing? You outside running around acting like a bunch of lunatics?
Guess what I'm gonna be for Halloween?
One of the people from
Constantine.
Fortnite. Oh, nice. Actually, we were having a conversation. You asshole.
He was saying he wants to be Constantine. I think what we might do is the many faces of Keanu Reeves.
What do you mean?
Like Dad could be John Wick. Kevin will be Constantine. Michelle could be
with that fucking hair. Why don't you do the many faces of Nicolas Cage?
No, but how cool would that be? Dress up Michelle like she's from The Matrix.
Yeah.
The Matrix, Keanu Reeves. I could be John Wick because I know I got a suit upstairs somewhere. And then Kevin do Constantine.
What's your wife gonna do?
I can put her as Ted
Break.
from Bill and Ted's.
Point Break. Yeah, you should do Point Break, not John Wick.
There you go. I can do Point Break. I got a surfboard around here somewhere.
Are you saying Kevin should challenge me to a burping contest, or Jeff should challenge me to a burping contest?
Not me.
Nobody challenges me to a burping contest.
But like he said he wanted to be Constantine. I was like, that's a good idea. We just do the many faces of John Wick. Because I was actually thinking of doing I was going to go as John McClane.
Yeah.
I was going to.
You
do the many faces of what's his name? Bruce Willis. Many faces of Bruce Willis. That'd be cool. Because I've seen, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Bad Neighbors, where they did the what's his fucking name? De Niro party, where everybody dressed up as different De Niro. And the guy, the one guy who played the Meet the Fockers De Niro. It was hilarious. And Zac Efron was
everything.
Zac Efron was
everything you do.
Taxi driver.
All of them. Steph said all of them. All of yins should challenge me to a burping contest. Everything that you want to do, or everything you say is movie related.
No, but I've never seen a Keanu Reeves tribute for Halloween. I think it'd be awesome. Not as
I
a
like
group,
you guys.
anyways. Not as a group, but I think it'd be awesome.
I do feel much better, actually. I still think you should Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I want to take his face off.
Holy shit! You know that guy from what's his fucking name from Big Bang Theory? The one that played Howard.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard that guy do Nick Cage imitation? Holy
No, why would I
shit,
watch
he's
it?
amazing. Like he was on like Conan or something, and he was doing celebrity impressions. He does an amazing Nick Cage.
Speaking of Nick Cage, did you ever watch that movie I told you to watch?
Which one?
That Willie's.
No,
the
not
one
yet.
where he was in like that
God.
Chuck E. Cheese type movie. He doesn't talk that entire movie.
The problem is you can spend 6 months watching just Nick Cage movies.
Oh yeah,
and still not see them all because I don't think he's ever turned down a role.
Well, he got in trouble. And Pop sent a picture. That was the year that Austin did, or Cash did Chuck E. Cheese was the year that Buggy and Cash were vampires. Or Buggy and Austin, not Buggy and Cash.
I was gonna say,
but
well, yeah, Nick Cage got in trouble with taxes or something like that, so he was in debt, and he needed to get out.
Well,
so he's like, "Give me any role, I'll take it." And they're like, "We'll give you $20 to stand in the background."
This movie, I think, is on Netflix. It's literally under an hour long. Nick Cage does not say a single word in this movie. It's all his facial expressions and just him kicking ass.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me bring up my Netflix so I can actually see it. See if it's on my Netflix or if I have to look.
Steph said, can't spell Keanu Reeves, but just dress in black and kick or shoot the shit out of stuff, and you got him covered in multiple. Yeah, in multiple movies.
Just look at everybody and go, "Whoa."
Yeah, pretty much because John Wick and Neo from Matrix
they really don't say
basically
a lot.
the same. Yeah, they're basically the same character. And in Point Break, he was pretty similar to Bill and Ted.
Okay, what's that movie called? History of no. What's the Nick Cage movie we're talking about?
I don't know. One Night at Willie's, or what the fuck is that movie called?
No, they only have Knowing and World Trade Center on Netflix here.
Oh no, it was on Hulu.
Oh, okay. Holy shit! There's a documentary called "The History of Swear Words."
He was actually pretty good. Willie's Wonderland is the name of that
Willie's
movie.
Wonderland. Let me see if I can find the trailer on YouTube.
He has absolutely made a lot of. He really has made a lot of good movies.
I'd be curious to like check his IMDb page and see how many movies he's been in.
About 573. Yeah.
What's it called? Willie's
Wonderland.
Willie's.
It's the movie is so bad it's actually pretty good. It's under an hour long. It's only like 53 minutes.
There's a Willie's Wonderland kill count video.
Oh yeah, like I said, he doesn't talk in the whole movie. It's just him.
Holy shit, the full movie's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, come get this dog.
Wow, what are you into, Steph? Steph said John Wick and Neo might be a porn.
I still say that John Wick is actually a real thing, and
yeah, we discussed that. The Keanu Reeves is probably really John. I'm telling you what, Nick, if you or not Nick, Steph, if you go online and you go to some porn sites and you put in John Wick, Neo porn, hello, little poppers. Yeah,
all five of them like this.
You might get that.
Put it back.
Are their eyes open yet?
Yeah, they just opened today. That's what
nice.
Kevin was just showing me. He's like, their eyes are open.
They are adorable pups, man.
Oh, fuck that shit. Get rid of them.
Fuck
Don't
them
need
dogs.
9 fucking dogs.
They're gonna be tacos.
Hey, if this dog goes outside, I'm gonna be pissed. Come get her. I'm watching the trailer for that Willy's Wonderland.
I have not. Steph said I have not done that, but now she's going on to porn sites and she's googling John Wick Neo porn.
Well, there's a movie called it's called 42 or Rule 42 or something. That movie's fucking hilarious. But the Rule 42 is literally if you can think of it, there's a porn been made of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
parody,
dude. Just go to any porn site. You know, you and I have talked about it in the past. We prefer XNXX, and put in porn parodies, and you'll get parodies of everything.
Right?
Allegedly,
Holy shit,
I may or may not be a huge fan of the Scooby parodies, but Velma's
holy
hot.
shit! I totally gotta watch this movie now. Fuck it!
I told you.
Holy shit! It looks so bad, but it's like I gotta see this movie.
Yeah.
It is an hour and 28 minutes.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now because the full movie is on YouTube. Willy's Wonderland.
Well, they probably
movie.
got ads and stuff in there.
No, there's 3 different versions. 2 of them in Spanish, oddly enough. And it says an hour and 28 minutes, 53 seconds. So it's a very short movie.
Oh, it does say an hour and a half. Okay, I didn't think it was that long.
Yeah. Holy shit!
It was a pretty short movie. I mean, but it's definitely worth the watch.
Oh yeah, it looks interesting. It looks interesting. But
someone must have went over to her girlfriend's house.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
wonder if.
Do you want to wrap up and we'll do an after show?
Yeah, that's fine. I was actually looking to see if the pizza shop around the corner was still open because I was going to call them and have them bring me beer.
Well, my kids are watching something on YouTube that is literally making me hungry. So
yeah. So, but we'll go ahead and wrap up the show because the last several minutes have just been complete bullshit. I apologize to anybody who's listened or watched this. Steph, we'll be back. I'm going to throw it back up on Facebook because we're not doing anything that we shouldn't be doing, so Facebook should be fine. If you want to bring me beer, Steph, that'd be awesome. No, I'm just kidding. Pops lives around the corner, and I can't even get him to bring me beer. Pops, if you're still listening and you want to come to the house, and I'll give you my card, and you can go get me a beer.
No shit.
The kids are here, but they're asleep. I needed a drink tonight, actually. Today was one of those days.
I'll tell you what, today was one of those days for me, too. I wish I would have bought beer because I fucking needed it.
Why do you have to watch foreign movie shit? I would like to talk to Steph. You know what would be fun? If Stephanie, if I can get you to download Haps, I have got to get you to come onto the podcast with us. Or one weekend when the kids aren't here, if you want to come over to my shitty little apartment. You think Pops is fun to have on that? Steph is fucking ridiculous.
Nice.
Well, ask your boring ass wife.
We'll do an after show.
Ask your boring ass wife if she'll do it for me. I'll give you, if you guys come get my card, I'll give you my card. That or I'm gonna do it myself.
I was gonna say you do that during the break of the after show.
Yeah. They're like, no, fuck you. I'm an asshole. But no, like I said, today was one of those days, man. I just wanted to get fucking hammered. But because stream is all foreign and shit movies. What are you watching? I don't know what the hell's going on in Steph's world. There are like 900 streaming apps. If you need a streaming app, I'll give you my password and you can log into mine. That's not foreign. I have HBO, I got Netflix, I got Prime, I've got Hulu. But yeah, download the Haps app.
But yeah,
HAPPS.
let's wrap up real quick so I can get to the store before they close.
Or you can come over to the house. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Appreciate you guys listening. Sorry the last little bit of the show has been a complete shit show, but it is what it is. We're going to come back. We're going to do the after show. We're going to be on Facebook. I wish I could find somebody to go get me beer because I really would hate to have to drive.
Get off your ass and go get your beer. It's across the street, you fucking lazy fuck.
Yeah, but I've already drank a 12-pack.
So stumble across the street.
I don't want to walk that far.
Wow.
You know how far.
Just walk slowly. Take a cane. Take a cane with you so it looks like if you're stumbling, you'll be like, oh, he needs a cane, you poor guy.
Oh, I'm not worried about Newark PD hitting me with a public intox. They'll be like, yep, it's Saturday night.
Chris and Jeff are getting ready to do the after show, I'm assuming.
They're going to go by. They'll be like, hey, how's it going, Chris? I'll be like, hey, guys.
Gonna get back for the after show. You're right.
Can you give me a ride?
Don't you live across the street?
Yeah, my parents hate me, so they. Steph said she wasn't
running the store before it closes.
Steph said if she wasn't 30 minutes, she'd send me 30 minutes away. She'd bring me a beer. Tell Gary to drive you. Well, the kids are here, so we can't be too obnoxious, but. But I can't believe my parents won't do it, man. It's not even that late. But anyways, we'll wrap up the show. Appreciate you guys listening. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out on social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and of course Haps TV, which is our home base. And if you've tuned in at all and you like any part of this show I will. If you like any part of this show and you want to check out all the other episodes, we are on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Apple. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that.
You can get all the
episodes.
I tagged that in because somebody asked me yesterday.
Yeah, you can get all the episodes of the podcast basically anywhere you get podcasts at. You can even ask your Alexa or your Google Assistant or your Siri to play Nonsensical Nonsense, and we're there. I forgot to do the intro.
And then you can email us at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast.com if you want to be a guest or even considering sponsoring us.
Hey, thanks for the save. I'm whispering so they can hear us.
Calm down there, Joe Biden. They can hear you. Did you see him do that?
Yeah.
Holy fuck,
yes. But yeah, guys, go give us a liking. Go give us a follow. Go check out the podcast. And
Jesus.
Go give us a thumbin'. That's Jeff's favorite. Go give him 2 thumbins, and he'll be a happy sumbitch. We'll be back. If you guys want to come hang out with us a little bit more, we're going to do an after show apparently tonight. I got to try to find somebody who will bring me beer. So
Uber.
Apparently my parents hate me. Not my dad, but my stepmom.
Yeah, Pops, I'm calling you out again. Take the motherfucking beer already. Jesus Christ.
You don't even have to hang out. If you just come over and get my card, I'll give you my card. Yeah. Take my card, buy me beer, and get the fuck out. The kids are asleep anyways. So it's not like we can get rambunctious tonight. But we are out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Much love, y'all. We will see you Wednesday night. Go ahead and say it, Jeff. Say it.
Deuces.
There it is.
I had to think about it. I was like, what is he talking about?
I know. I see the look on your face. I was like, where's it at? He's throwing it up, but he's not saying it. We're out of here, guys. Much love. Have a great weekend. We'll see y'all Wednesday. Fuck, close. I can't figure out.